Second of the county senior hurling quarterfinals, a Scariff take on the mid from Clooney Quin. 7 teams remain in the senior hurling championship, with victory going to Fecal over Kilmaley just about an hour ago. But for now, it's all eyes on Scariff and Clooney, both bidding for a place in the last four. Before I go to Tommy, let me give the line outs on both sides. For Scariff, in goal is William Kavanagh. A fullback then is Seamus McCall, Michael Scanlon at fullback, and Daniel Tracy at 4. Scott Kearns, Diarmuid Dash is centre halfback, and Shane Kavanagh at 7 make up the Scariff half-back line. Conor Downs and Keelan Hartigan in the middle of the field. It's Michael Barrett, Patrick Crotty and Liam Crotty in the half-forward line, while Patrick Ryan is top of the right. Mac Rogers will captain the side at full forward, and Fergus Madden wears the Scariff number 15 jersey. For Clooney Quin, in goal is Cathal Hannon. Fullback then of John Cahill, Shane McNamara at fullback, and Evan Maxted at 4. A half-back line of Dara Keogh on the right, John Keneally at centre half-back, and Conor Grogan at 7. In the middle of the field is Jimmy Curry, and wearing number 25, Mike McNamara. Half-forward then of Trevor Lee at 10, Peter Duggan at centre half-forward, and Jack O'Neill at 12. Dannon Fox wears the number 13 jersey at top of the right. Wearing number 26 will be Ulick O'Sullivan, and top of the left with 15 on his back will be Shane Harrison. That's the team on paper. Once again, we're going to be down here on the side now, but once again, Tommy joins us once again on analysis. As I said, Tommy, that's the team on paper. We would expect many changes by the time the throw-in just happens.
Yeah, and I think, we're all looking forward to the matchups. I suppose, it'll have a big bearing on the game. Both sides will have done their homework and their video analysis. They'll go with what they believe is to be the best formation. But when the ball is thrown in, it's 15 against 15. I think, and who wants it more? I suppose the beauty here still is, I think, we've two young teams with probably no fear that, are going to go at this hammer and tongs. And let's hope, that we're in for a big game this afternoon.
Absolutely. Well, again, when you look at all teams, of course, you look at match winners as well. They don't come much better than Peter Duggan at 11 and Mac Rogers at 14 on the Clooney Quin Scariff side, respectively.
Yeah, and again, now I think we'll pause for a round of Ian.
Well, Tommy, we spoke about those match winners. Peter Duggan on one side, and of course Mac Rogers wearing 15 and captaining the Scariff side.
Yeah, and I suppose the more we talk about him, the more someone else are going to show up, and when you look at the Clooney Quin side, Jack O'Neill, an exciting player. Then you have the, Patrick Crotty and Keelan Hartigan. Someone is going to thunder into this game today and make a name for themselves. Will it be Clooney or will it be Scariff? I think it'll be a fast, open game. Bit of a mist now falling here in Cusack Park, and we'll make things greasy in that. So let's strap ourselves in and hope for a big game.
And strap ourselves in we are, and now we've been let go because the referee Jim Hickey has thrown the ball in here to get the second of the county senior hurling quarterfinals up and running. Into the middle of the field, is picked up inside, and it's Fergus Madden, but again he's blocked down. Gets the ball back to Liam Crotty. Now it got back to Diarmuid Dash, and he sets up this first attack. Out to Michael Barrett. Barrett going through the centre, sends it out to Mac Rogers. He'll turn on to his right. He has a puck from way out the field. Looks like it's going to go across the goal. That's exactly what happens as the ball goes right across the goal, and it goes to the right and wide. That misty rain we were talking about all day, but it has arrived very, very much in Cusack Park. We see John Keneally's like a man that's moved from centre half back to full back. We spoke about that before the throw in off air. Looks like that's what's happening at the moment. On the far side of the field, once again, Jack O'Neill is on the ball for Clooney Quin. It's a high ball. Peter Duggan, 11 on his back. He's gone into the full forward position. Mike Mack is in there at the moment. Right on top. Shane Mack is the man that's in there, and backing him at the moment. Evan Maxted is in around there as well. But Peter Duggan just getting under that first ball and being fouled. Now it's a free, dead straight in front of the goal, 20 metres out. He's going to place the ball about 21 metres out, just inside the semicircle, practically dead straight in front of the goal. Wiping the boss of the hurley, wiping the handle. Now about the strike. It should be, and it is, the opening score of the second of the quarterfinals as Peter Duggan sends the ball straight over the bar.
Yeah, Peter Duggan has been picked up by Daniel Tracy. So, Scariff have laid out their stall. Michael Scanlon looks like that he has, come out the field and picked up one of the corner forwards. So, big move for Dan, and I'm sure he'll be well up to it.
Ball dropping right down into the 45-metre zone, coming onto that ball, trying to get their hands on it. Let's see who's going to do the first. Jimmy Corrie is back there. He tries to get it, but the ball breaks out to the side of feet to Patrick Ryan, and Patrick Ryan straight over the shoulder, straight over the bar. Opening score for Scariff, level, both level, at 1 point apiece. 2 minutes exactly going.
Yeah, Patrick Ryan, got onto the ball, still had a lot to do, but a great score. We know what he can do still. Could he be the key player today?
And we know what this fella can do as well. That's Patrick Crotty from way out the field. That one won't quite turn in. It goes to the left of the goal and it goes wide. Players out there trying to get ready, trying to get familiarised themselves with the conditions, as we said. Perfect all day long, but that missed, and it seems to be blowing from left to right, favouring Clooney in this first half. Again, low ball, dribbling ball. Out it goes to Mike Mack, coming down along, but again taken out of his hand there by Mac Rogers, peeping into this one, looking for support, looking around here, challenged out there outside by John Cahill. Gets the ball back to the far side to Scott Gardens, and Scott from way out the field, dangerous ball inside, and again trying to get that ball. Shane McNamara is back there, and Shane minding the house. Foul, and it's going to be a free out for Clooney Quin, back inside their own 13-metre line. 1 point apiece. The clock will tell us 3 gone in that opening period of the game.
Yeah, and again, I think, the supply, into the inside lines are going to be crucial. I think, as I said, the conditions aren't great. They've turned a bit for the worse. So, quality ball, go short, keep it alive, get it to the scoring zone.
And again, the 3 is taken out to the far side of the field. Once again, looking around there, and again, driving up to the middle of the field, trying to get that ball blocked down on the far side. Good ball. John Cahill again being challenged out there by Patrick Crotty. He's on the far side, still trying to get away from it, still holding on to the ball, turning, twisting at the far side of the field. Looks across, gets the ball way out the field. Out it comes to Liam Crotty, the cousin, has steadied himself and sending the ball straight over the bar. The Crotty men combine, and once again Scariff go into the lead, 2 points to 1. 3.5 minutes gone, first half.
Good work by Patrick. In fairness, he was stood up, but Liam made himself available. Jack O'Neill now on the ball.
And brilliant from Jack O'Neill. Back goes to Derek Hugh, blocked down at the far side of the field. Gets a second chance, and right, very close to the line. Gets the ball away, but it goes back out to Diarmuid Nash. And Diarmuid Nash playing that fantastic role that he plays at number 6, trying to get the ball out. Patrick Ryan is on it. Comes away, but Conor Grogan breaking the tackle out to the far side. Back to John Keneally. John Keneally whipping it into the centre, into Mike McNamara. Mike from way out the field. Long ball, looking for Peter Duggan. He's on the far side. Ball goes to the ground. He's being challenged out there by Daniel Tracy. Then Tracy tries to get it. Peter Duggan still has the ball on the ground. He gets it up on the second occasion, and Tracy still diving into him, trying to get that ball away. It's still there to be won in the middle of the field. That's tremendous work by Scariff, coming out with that ball with Liam Crotty back into the centre, but John Keneally breaking up the Scariff attack, racing through the centre. When he gets room to swing it, whips the ball, a great ball in, but again great coverage back there outside by Diarmuid Nash. Back there helping also is Mikey Barrett. He gets it back to the goalkeeper William Kavanagh, and he has time to look up. He hasn't time to look up because the ball just picked out of his hand. Takes the shot, and the ball goes over the bar. Shane Harrison couldn't believe his luck. That ball bounced right in front of him, blocked down the goalkeeper William Kavanagh. 2 points apiece on them at the moment. 5 minutes gone. It could have gone anywhere, Tommy.
Yeah, again, turned over the keeper. He was looking up to see, I think, who he was going to give it to. But in fairness, the big thing with Clooney Quin, when their forwards, when they haven't got the ball still, they work very hard, and he turned over, and it could have been more costly. Let off for Scariff.
And the ball coming out to this side of the field. Once again, up they go for the ball coming across, going out to Keelan Hartigan, one of the players of the championship so far. Long ball over to the far side. Evan Maxted going over. He's going to tie tidy up the house back there, gets it back to his goalkeeper, Cahill Hannon, and Cahill Hannon gets it out to this side. Out it goes to Shane McNamara, and Shane about to wind up, gets it down to this side of the field, running onto this one. The ball goes right behind, and it rolls out over the sideline, and it's going to be a line ball for Scariff, going from right to left here. Shane Kavanagh, the man on the ball, going to places. Jim Hickey telling all the players to move back here. Your coming through his compliments, of course, of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors on the Kilrush Road in Ennis. Pipping this ball, didn't go very far, coming onto there at the far side of the field. And again, the referee, Shane Harrison, was the man that ran into that tackle. But in fairness to Conor Downs, he's just getting a whisper in the ear there from Jim Hickey. The ball went up in the air, I suppose. It kept his eye on the ball, but it looks like a wild swing. It's going to be a free for Clooney Quin and for Peter Duggan.
Yeah, and I suppose Conor Downs would say, he was entitled to go for the ball, but I suppose, mid contact, and Peter Duggan coming out now just outside the 65 here in front of us. Again, slippy wet ball, but one of the most experienced free takers in the county.
Again, he's down there. He's wiping the hole. He was like a man that was looking for maybe a towel or something to be thrown in. It hasn't been, but he's taken this right on the 65-metre line here, right down here to our left-hand side. 2 points apiece on the scoreboard. It'll be 7 minutes on the clock by the time Peter Duggan gets the opportunity to strike this one. Will he change the score? It's dropping right in the side, and it's got the side netting inside. It goes to the right and it goes wide. Still 2 points apiece. 7 minutes gone in the first half.
Yeah, and again, didn't connect with it properly. I'm not sure that flag now on the scoreboard still is fairly limp. So maybe it was a slippy wet ball or a hurley rather than the breeze that put him off.
Well, it must be caught in something, because there is a breeze down there, and one of the men that's driving it forward is Patrick Crotty. Strikes the ball off the stick, but again blocked on brilliantly on the far side of the field. Coming back out the keel and Hartigan. Back it goes to Patrick Crotty. Very tidy angle. Sends the ball in and sends it over the bar. That's a very, very tidy score from Patrick Crotty. Scariff going to the lead. 3 points to 2. 7.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, again, Crotty very prominent early on. He's moving around. He's asking questions of that Clooney Quin full back line, or that half back line. And, Derek Yo is usually used to sitting, but now he's going to have to pick up Crotty because he is doing damage.
And the ball coming into the middle of the field once again, picked up inside there. Jimmy Curry is on the ball, drills the ball right into the wide open space, and wide open it is. Is that one going to bounce out over the inline on the far side? No, it won't. Shane Kavanagh taking control of it, back out into the middle of the field. It comes out this time, out to Diarmaid Nash. Diarmaid Nash putting the ball on the stick, moving it up. Keelan Hartigan driving this one into the space it goes, but once again inside to tidy up is Shane McNamara. Rock solid, not alone today, and not alone this championship for quite a number of years. Also, a new kid on the block is Jack O'Neill. Long ball right into the zone. It goes, breaks down the side to Denon Fox, and Denon Fox steadies himself and picks the ball up and sends the ball straight over the bar. Once again, the sides are level here. Clooney Quin and Scariff deadlocked at 3 points apiece. 8.5 minutes gone in the first half.
Yeah, and it's now become one of Peter Duggan's trademarks. He brings that ball down, but when he brings it down to the likes of Denon Fox, they're snapping up, and a great score by Fox for Clooney.
And Seamus McCall is the man that takes the puck out from his goalkeeper, William Kavanagh. Once again, driving the ball up as Scott Kearns into the space that goes into the zone. Ball going to the ground. Patrick Ryan running onto this one, trying to get through. Challenged by Shane McNamara, pulled to the ground, and it's going to be a free in dead straight in front of the goal. And it's a Mac Rogers tap over, I would imagine, at this stage, but it's 3 points apiece as a Mac Rogers just outside the 20-metre line. Good, lively early work from Patrick Ryan as well. Took a while the last day, Tommy, to get into the game, but he's like a man that's well tuned in today.
Yeah, and again, I suppose, look at he has signalled his debut season in championship with that 3-3 against Heineken Lamona. So he will be a marked man, and I think Scariff, in fairness, Ryan and Crotty ably assisting Mark Rogers up there.
And it's once again Mark Rogers, as we predicted, sending the ball straight over the bar. Scariff go back into the lead here once again with 9.5 minutes gone. They lead Clooney Quin 4 points to 3.
Yeah, and I think Scariff, probably ask questions of Clooney because they run at them. And if they don't create an overlap, they force the Clooney defence into fouling. So that's something Clooney are going to have to be careful with.
And Shane McNamara is the man coming onto this one. He had limited options. Derek Yo was there as well. Now it's back out to Willie O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan moves the ball across to the far side. Conor Grogan releasing the ball back to John Keneally. He has time to look up. Gets it across to the far side of the field. Running onto this one. Trying to get away with it. John Cahill driving forward. He still has the ball in his hand. He's passing the 45. Strikes the ball off the sticks in the end, but it goes to the left left of the goal, and it goes wide. It's still 4-3. It's still Scariff leading, 10.5 minutes gone, and a misty rain has, well, I was going to say it has taken a break. It has settled a small bit. It's still drizzling ever so slightly. Back in the goal mouth once again is going to be William Kavanagh. Get him ready for the puck out. Players running right around. Now he decides to go straight out to his wing, to the Shane Kavanagh with 7 on his back. Out to the far side of the field. Michael Barrett is out there fighting with Jack O'Neill, trying to get that ball away. But once again, it is Clooney Quin on the road, up on the far side. Utica Sullivan was there on the far side of the field. The ball going out over the line. And Jack O'Neill is the man that's lining up to take this line ball just inside the Scariff 65-metre line on the far side of the field. And everybody, John Bugler, I think, is the linesman on the far side of the field. He refereed the opening game between Fecal and Kilmaley, with Kilmaley winning that one 118 to 213. Into the middle of the field it goes, and once again the referee out to the far side of the field. Fecal won the game. Is that what I said, Tommy?
No, you said Kilmaley.
I said Fecal won 18.
Oh,
Kilmaley
Jesus, ye in the bridge, so you do. You talking about someone else before the match then? That's an in-house joke, by the way.
Fecal 118, Kilmaley 213, and at the moment it's 4 points to 3. It's Scariff.
Just don't be giving Fecal people heart attacks, will you?
It is going Peter Duggan on the first side of the field. Again, what he waited for the last time he has received on this occasion. Your commentary's compliments of O'Sullivan and Hensbury Motors. Peter Duggan, 55 out. From the Scariff goal, William Kavanagh is right in the goal mouth at the moment. Again, getting ready for it. It looks like Peter Duggan now has it all settled on the far side of the field. He's going to put this ball 55 out, as we said. He's back to the terracing stand on the far side of the field, striking into the old scoreboard in. About to strike this one. And the ball from way out the field. Low trajectory. The ball goes across the goal and it goes wide. Scariff still lead. 4 points to 3, 12.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, to date, I think, Peter will be disappointed with his striking. Usually he did those with his eyes closed. And, just Clooney, let's hope that they won't rue those misses. Scariff now working the ball out again.
And again, out to the far side of the field, Scott Kearns, and again out the other side is Michael Scanlon as well, coming right up along the line on the far side of the field, trying to get that ball away. And Michael Scanlon just holding forward right on the 65-metre line. It's out to the middle of the field. Who's going to come away with this one? The ball is still there to be won here. But Nash comes in, but the referee has called a halted, and it's going to be a free for Clooney Quin once again for Peter Duggan on the 65-metre line. John Bugler pointing to the spot on the far side of the field, and maybe this time, the towel is coming in again, and maybe Peter might have a better, just an idea. He had a very, very low trajectory on the last 3. That's because the breeze is kind of swirling across the field. Let's see what's going to happen now as he's on the 65. 2 games again tomorrow, of course, huge games again. 2 other games in the quarterfinals of the Senior Hurling Championship, and they'll be live here right throughout the afternoon tomorrow. Peter Duggan once again moving back from the ball on the far side of the field, now coming up to take it. He's definitely wouldn't be accused of speeding up the free taking, but now he's standing over this one. Out the field once again is William Kavanagh. He's the man we'll watch out for. He's the man that'll be looking up. He does look up, but the ball goes to the left of the goal and it goes wide once again. 4-3, Scariff still lead. 14 minutes gone in the first half.
Yeah, it's 4 wide for Clooney Quin, 3 for Peter Duggan, 3 from frees, which is uncharacteristic like of him. And maybe it's the conditions out there still.
Good work, Utica Sullivan. Back to Peter Duggan. He goes inside to Jack O'Neill, but back tidying up the houses is Scott Kearns on the far side of the field. He's been fouled, and it's going to be a free once again on their own 45-metre line. Let's see who's going to take this one. It is going to be Shane Kavanagh that will line up for Scariff to take this one. A game that just is such a nervous start to the game. No question about that. The stakes are so high. A place in the semi-final of the Senior Hurling Championship. Shane Kavanagh is back there. He'll wait for the towel also on the far side of the field, and he'll probably land this one in around the edge of the square. Mac Rogers is right in there. Patrick Ryan inside there as well. Shane McNamara is just over here keeping an eye. The ball lands right. It's heading to the far side. It's looking for Mac Rogers. The ball will bounce into his hand. John Keneally right on his shoulder at the moment. John Keneally is trying to get in. A pressure from way out the field. It's dropping in, and it's dropping straight over the bar from the stick of Mac Rogers, really hitting the ball high up in the air just to get away from John Keneally trying to block down. It's 5 points to 3. Scariff lead. 15 minutes gone in this opening half.
Yeah, I think Keneally put pressure on him, but Rogers playing with so much confidence. made that step or two and got a shot off. Great score from Rodgers.
Good work, Shane Kavanagh over to the far side of the field. Peter Duggan coming out with this one. Again, blocked down on the far side. Again, the ball moving right into the centre. Still trying to get it away. Ball still there on the ground. Coming up for it. Keelan Hartigan trying to wait for that breaking ball to come out at the far side of the field. Scott Kearns also another man waiting. Ball going nowhere, says the referee, Jim Hickey. And it's going to be a throw-in on the 65-metre line. A 65-metre line belonging to the Scariff men. Again, in they go for it. Waiting for this one. A breaking ball coming out there. Connor Downs, one of the players, waiting for that ball to come out. Comes out to Peter Duggan. Can he get room to strike it? Being pulled in the back, says the referee, and it's going to be a free in once again. Let's see, will it be a change of a free taker? It looks
Jack
like it
O'Neill.
Possibly. It could be
Derek Keogh. Derek Keogh, number 5.
Yep, it's going to be Derek Keogh that'll line up to take this one just inside the 65-metre line. Peter Duggan moving in to the edge of the 20-metre line. 5-3, Scariff lead. 16 minutes gone here in this first half. Again, the towel is in and that misty rain. It has lightened ever so slightly. Now it's going to be Derek Keogh. He's lining up to take this one 63 metres out from the Scariff goal down here to our right hand side. Let's stay with him as he's about to strike this one. It's high, it's dropping in. The umpire is looking at it and the ball just going in right on top of the net. The ball lands straight over the bar. 5 points to 4. It is Scariff leading by that single point. Great strike from Derek Keogh.
Yeah, and it's one of those for a goalkeeper, whether you go to catch it or to block it, to put your hurley to it. But William Kavanagh just touched it over the bar, saw it over. Derek Keogh stepping up to the mark for Clooney Quin.
Ball going up along the line on the far side of the field, still trying to get that ball away, but it moves into the centre. Mark Rodgers coming out for this one. When he gets into his hand, again, John Keneally is back there battling away. Rodgers is still going. Oh! Rodgers again, Mark Rodgers planting the ball into the back of the net. He just got inside the 20-metre line. It looked like John Keneally had control of it, but he kept the strike so low to the ground. Absolutely no chance inside for Kyle Hannon. Superb goal from Mark Rodgers. Scariff 1 goal and 5 points. Clooney Quin 4 points. 17 and a half gone.
Yeah, and again, I suppose before the game still we spoke about the influence of potentially, Peter Duggan and Mark Rodgers, but Mark Rodgers really leading the way today. He's lethal when he gets it with that ball in his hand.
And again, racing up the middle of the field is John Cahill. He's still going through. He's looking for support. He gets it out to the far side from Ulrich O'Sullivan over to this side of the field. Ball still there to be won on the far side, trying to get that ball away from way out the field. The ball drops in and the ball drops over the bar. Denon Fox was the man that finished it. Great run through the centre by John Cahill. Cuts the deficit back. 1-5. Scariff lead here. 18 minutes gone. Your commentary compliments of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors on the Kilrush Road in Ennis.
Yeah, Cahill has been very good still. When he gets the ball, he has those legs to get away, carry the ball at the heart of the Scariff defence, and started it over. Another score from Fox.
Good work from Trevor Lee. Back to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill shot into the grip on the stick, but the ball just completely running off it, and it swings to the right hand side and it goes wide. Once again, William Kavanagh is back on the goal mouth, getting ready. He does for the shot puck out to Den Tracy, and Den Tracy with an attacking ball to the far side. Once again up they go for it. Liam Crotty was one of the players under it, but John Cahill is the man that comes away with it. Out to this side of the field, out to Ulrich O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan striking the ball into the space, trying to get the ball inside, but it's going to go right into the hands of William Kavanagh, the goalkeeper. He gets it out to Michael Scanlon. Michael Scanlon looks up along the line looking for Patrick Crotty. The ball goes right behind and Clooney Quin win the ball back to Ulrich O'Sullivan coming up along the line. Will he have a pop from out the field? It's high, dangerous dropping ball. Peter Duggan is under this one, trying to control it. Ball goes to the ground again, trying to tidy it up. Great work inside by Seamus McCall. Gets the ball out to the far side of the field. Mike McNamara coming onto this one. He strikes the ball very tidy angle, dropping in. Fantastic score from Mike McNamara. Very tidy angle right on the sideline, almost on the 13-metre line, and he lands the ball straight over the bar. 1 goal and 5 points for Scariff. Clooney Quin 6 points at the moment, and the clock will tell us as good as near as possible to 20 minutes gone in this first half.
Yeah, good strike by McNamara, showing his forwards the way up there, got on the ball, had the confidence to take it. Clooney on the attack now.
Again, trying to get the ball. Evan Maxted there coming over this one. Out to Jack O'Neill. Again, Jack O'Neill having a pop from out the field. Will this one's a dangerous ball inside, but again the ball is going to go to the left of the goal and it goes wide. Then Tracy inside, keeping an eye on Peter Duggan. Ball coming back out. It's fast. It's out to Diarmuid Nash into the middle of the field. Picked up out there by Mike McNamara. Mike flips the ball around. Back out to the far side of the goal, to the middle of the field from Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee strikes from out the field and Trevor Lee sends the ball straight over the bar. Clooney Quin just moving up. Once that ball was into the other end of the field, again, Clooney Quin upping their game on the field at the moment. It is 1 goal and 5 points for Scariff, 7 points for Clooney Quin. 20.5 minutes gone first half.
Yeah, 7 scores and 6 wide. So, Clooney well in the game, but just, their striking has let them down.
Good work, Conor Downs. But again, that ball is broken up to the far side by Derek Yo, sending down to the middle of the field. Peter Duggan running onto this one. Can he get control of it? Den Tracy sticking to him like glue, coming out with it. Again, Scariff win the ball back. It's back out to Keelan Hartigan. Keelan Hartigan coming across. He has time to look up. Gets the dangerous ball across to William Kavanagh. And William Kavanagh drilling the ball up into the wide open space. He's looking for Fergus Medden on the far side, but the man he didn't want was Shane McNamara for Clooney Quin. He wins the ball. Gets it out to Conor Grogan. Conor Grogan looking around here, looking for support. Whipping the ball across into the middle of the field to Jimmy Curry. All Clooney Quin at the moment from way out the field. It's a high dangerous ball. Once again Peter Duggan, then Tracy goes up. Ball batted out to freedom, out to the far side of the field, out there on the Seamus McCall. But again, a wide swipe as the referee was saying, and it's going to be a free out for Scariff inside their own 45 metre line, and Scariff lead 1-5 to Clooney Quin, 7 points, one between them. 21.5 minutes gone in this first half.
Yeah, and again, looking at it still, I suppose, Peter Duggan just struggling to get into the game, win clean possession, and, that's the Scariff's credit. They're just denying clean possession.
And again, it's again the referee calling the play back there. Great catch by Mac Rogers right on the 20 metre line. And the referee is just, when Mac Rogers felt that he had the ball won, he was looking for the advantage of going through. But
not happy. He's not happy, no. And I think, he pulled it very early. It wasn't as if he let him go in there. I think Mark Rogers just had taken a step or two and was heading towards goal ominously for Clooney. But I think, Rogers will bring it back on the 21. It'll be a tap over. Clooney, their approach work is good, but the final ball to the inside line just isn't sticking. Scariff dealing with anything that Clooney are throwing at him at the moment.
It's going to be Mac Rogers for Scariff about to strike this one. He strikes it high, pops the ball in, and eventually the umpire, there he is, raising the white flag back down here to our left-hand side. Scariff 1-6, Clooney Quin 7 points, almost 23 minutes gone here in this first half, and it is Cathal Hannon in the goal mark, getting ready for the puck out, and he gets it out here to Shane McNamara, his fullback. Shane getting the ball in his hand, looking around here. He's looking for support. Whips the ball out to John Keneally. John Keneally wins that ball coming out to the middle of the field. Now looking for support. He's still going. Now who's running off the shoulder on the far side? Gets it out to this side of the field, to the middle of the field. Right to Shane Harrison. Harrison to Jack O'Neill, and Jack O'Neill just blocked down. Brilliantly blocked down. Now the ball is out to the middle of the field. Keelan Hartigan wins the ball back for Scariff. And once again, tremendous defensive work just coming off his hand, out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball for Clooney Quin. All happening just coming off the stick of Mikey Barrett right down here in front of us, and Jack O'Neill is the man putting the ball on the line here. That was a tremendous defensive work back there. I think it was Scott Kearns that might have got back there in time.
Yeah, I think Dan Tracy affected the block, but Keneally attacks at the heart of that defence. He's done it a couple of times, just not coming off for Clooney Quin at the moment.
And once again, Dan Tracy is right on the shoulders of Peter Duggan, coming back out into the middle of the field, trying to win that ball. Now it comes out. Now they come away with it once again, and it is Diarmuid Nash. Diarmuid Nash whipping the ball across the Keelan Hartigan. He's on the far side of the field. He turns over to this side. 1-6 to 7 points. Scariff lead by 2 as the ball drops into the middle of the field, trying to challenge that ball. Mac Rogers waiting for it. Down there as well is Fergus Medden. Who's going to win this one? It's Mac Rogers, has gone through, strikes the ball. What a superb goal by Mac Rogers. He just broke inside the 20 metre line. You would have put your house and he tapping it over the bar. Absolutely not. Roofed the top of the net. No chance for Cathal Hannon. Scariff 2-6. Clooney Quin 7 points. 24.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, I think just confusion, and I'm leaving it to you, you leaving it to me, and I think Mark Rogers then just steps in, and his first instinct still was to go for the goal. You know, the net rattle there. You know, Scariff, you know, very economical with their possession.
Again, getting that ball into the middle of the field. This one, Mike McNamara's trying to come onto it, but it's going to be Patrick Crossley. He's trying to get control of it. In the middle of the field is Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill going to the far side, still trying to come away with it. He's on the ground, still moving in a bit. Patrick Crossley wins it back. Back to Keelan Hartigan for Scariff. Up to Mark Rogers. Mark Rogers trying to get inside John Keneally, and again just slipping inside John Keneally. He's still going through. Great work by the Clooney number 6. Now trying to get the ball. It goes back to the ground, releases the ball, still trying to win it, still there to be won on the far side, and once again Clooney come away with it. Out to Mike McNamara, getting the ball away, 2-6 to 7 points. Scariff lead here, 25.5 minutes gone in this first half. Great work across to this side of the field. It's picked up by Trevor Lee for Clooney Quin. Into the middle of the field, Jimmy Curry, he's still attacking right down to the centre. He's trying to release the ball. Notices Jim Hickey, he's been fouled, and it's going to be a free in outside the 45-metre line. Derek Yo's already on the way to take it, and again every single score important at the moment, but there's 5 between them. Scariff 2-6, Clooney Quin 7 points, 26 minutes gone in the opening half, Tommy.
Yeah, I think, you know, Clooney Quin will in the game, but you know, when you have a player like Mark Rogers, and his natural instinct is to go for goal, you know, any mistake up there or confusion he's going to punish. You know, like I think Clooney, you know, and again, you know, Keneally got back, affected a great hook in him, but you know, the ball came in again and he rattled into the net, like from Rogers, you know, his second goal of the game.
It is going to be Derek Yo dead straight in front of the goal, outside the 45-metre line, as near as possible as you could imagine. It is 50 metres out, lands this ball in, and Derek Yo, his second from a place ball of the evening here in the park, and cuts the deficit back to 4. 2-6 for Scariff, 8 points for Clooney Quin. Almost 27 minutes gone here in this opening half, and there's William Kavanagh with the puck out, Tommy.
Yeah, and again, he's looking at his options, goes down the middle to Crotty, the go-to man.
Again, coming off the stick aside, but great work aside. Conor Downs racing through the centre. He's been fouled. He picked up the ball as it rolled out there from the belly. Again, came away with it, came off the chest or some part of Patrick Crotty. He picked it up as Conor Downs. He was fouled, and Mac Rogers is in no hurry whatsoever to make his way out. 55 out from Cahill Hannon's goal, and it will be an opportunity once again for Scariff to stretch their lead.
Yeah, I just think still, you know, I think Scariff are, you know, fighting for those breaking balls in their scraps. They're more physical, they're more intense, you know, they're driving at the Clooney defence, and they're asking questions. And you know, I mean, when you know, it's very hard to deal with that with you know, Scariff's forwards having the ball. You know, their work rate in turning it over and breaking the tackle. You know, Rogers dead straight in front of the goals now, about 50 yards out. Should have no problem with the distance.
Let's see what happens with Mark Rogers as he stands right in front of it. John Keneally is just in front of that. 2-6 to 8. Will it stay that way? Mark Rogers curling this one in and planting the ball straight over the bar. Once again, Scariff stretched their lead. Scariff 2 goals and 7 points. Clooney Quin 8 points. 2 minutes plus additional time left here in this first half.
Yeah, I think, you know, Scariff management will be very happy. You know, they've really settled into the game. You know, playing really good controlled hurling, and you know, just at the moment driving at Clooney.
And Keelan Hartigan sending it out to Patrick Ryan. He hand passed it right into the edge of the square. Again, coming out with that ball is Cahill Hannon trying to get control of it. He's looking for support. He hand passed it out to the far side. Jack O'Neill is under it. Jack gets it into his hand. Now drills the ball down along to Udick O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan whips the ball in there ahead of Scott Kearns. Turns back into the centre. Again looking for support. He gets it out there for Mike McNamara. Mike getting the ball across to the far side to Jack O'Neill. And Jack O'Neill eventually gets a long ball into the edge of the square. Right inside is Denon Fox. He's on the ground. William Kavanagh, the Scariff goalkeeper, holding firm. Back out to this side of the field. And Shane Kavanagh release, setting up once again the Scariff attack. Up it goes to Patrick Crotty. Wins the ball out there ahead of Conor Grogan. Back into the centre to Mark Rogers. Mark Rogers shot with the grip on the stick. Sends the ball in and sends the ball straight over the bar. Once again, Mark Rogers, every single opportunity he gets, he almost maximises them. Sends it over the bar. 2-8 to 8. Scariff lead here. 1 minute plus additional time left in the first half.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I mean, their Clooney Quin backs are, you know, just under pressure, I think. And, you know, Rogers then, you know, hovers up those breaks, or, He ran off the possession off a Crotty and great score again.
Again, the ball comes out. Brilliant from Diarmuid Nash. Killed it first of all. Gets it out to this side of the field. Trying to get that ball away. And again, 1 minute of additional time. Once again, they're on the attack. Patrick Ryan running onto this one. Looking around here. Doesn't see anybody coming. Decides to go himself. It's going to be very, very tidy. Not tidy enough. The ball goes to the right of the goal. And it goes wide. 1 minute plus 1 minute again of additional time. And that's about 10 seconds away.
Yeah, and again, I suppose Ryan was the farthest player forward, had to take on the shot and over the bar. Just, I think, Clooney Quin just struggling to get out of their defence. They're trying to run the ball through the lines. Now they're looking up, there's no one much there.
And again, it's on the attack to the far side of the field. Once again, running onto it. Dannon Fox gets control of it. Now inside the 45-metre line. He's been challenged back there as well by Liam Crotty. But the ball still comes astray. It comes out to Trevor Lee for Clooney Quin. Getting on, will he get room to strike it? He will. Let's see what the accuracy is like. Plants the ball in and sends it over the bar. Tremendous from Trevor Lee. That's the second of the evening right here. Going from one wing to the other and popping it straight over the bar. But it's still Scariff enjoying a lead at the moment. 5-point lead. Scariff 2-8, and it is Clooney Quin 9 points. Your commentary compliments of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors on the Kilrush Road here in Ennis. And it's one side of the field. Once again, it's going to be clearance out. It's Seamus McCall with a long ball up to Patrick Crotty. He's been challenged by Conor Grogan on the far side of the field. And the Clooney Quin man almost had it in his hand, but the ball pops out, goes back to the ground, trying to get that ball away. Now it's picked up aside by John Cahill. And Cahill once again for the umpteenth time this evening, racing up through the middle of the Scariff defence. Back out to Peter Duggan. He gets it right inside at the moment, out to Shane Harrison. Shane Harrison moving across to the far side, still trying to get through. Going to the ground, it's going to be a free in once again for the Clooney Quin men on the 20-metre line. This one will be taken on the far side of the field, and it's going to be a tap-in free for them. 2-8 to 9. They could do with this score, Tommy, because we're very, very close. We're actually gone over the minute of additional time here in the first half.
Yeah, and again, I suppose when Clooney Quin, come at pace, and John Cahill and when Keneally and them come forward, they look threatening, but I think, it has been a trait all year. When Scariff sense there's a goal chance on, they're not there. They are prepared to take one for the team and bring them down and fouling. But again, Peter Duggan will need to get this. It'll probably be the last puck of the first half, and go in and reassess the situation. Scariff, I think, have really bossed the game from start to finish.
And again, Peter Duggan again out there outside. He went up to take the free, but again, one of the Scariff players, I think it was Scott Kearns, that was on the far side of the field. And it's just going to be Jim Hickey that's over there at the moment, and let's see what he's going to do with this one. And Peter Duggan, what actually happened was Peter Duggan just lifted the ball to strike the free, and then it seemed like that I think the Scott Kearns that was standing either too close to it or whatever the story is. Let's see what Jim Hickey is going to do here. He's going to book one of these players, there's no doubt about that, and it is going to be Peter Duggan as the man that he's going to...
What do you do in that situation? I mean, Peter Duggan was quite entitled to take the free. If someone walks in front of him, what do you do? I know it's not right. Right, I'm not saying it's right, but again, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. But look at Peter Duggan can count himself lucky.
To be fair to the people that's listening, what actually happened was, as I said, Peter Duggan, he lifted the ball to strike the free, and I suppose the way the referee looked at it was that it was his hurley, that his Scott Kearns, even though Scott Kearns was probably walking in front of him.
But Scott Kearns should have been 13 metres back from the free. That's my point. I think he knew what he was doing. He was trying to put him off. Look, it's not nice, but I'm not going to say it's understandable. But
well, what we do know is that Scott Kearns will be back on his feet.
And the free reversed.
And the free is reversed. It's going to be a throw ball because that was a real...
Blow for half time now, because we said 1 minute, I think, and it's now gone to just to defuse the situation, I think, now.
It's going to be, it would have been an absolute tap over there at the moment, but this ball, let's see what's going to happen. If Scariff get the clearance on this, I reckon the referee will blow, and that's exactly what he does, because it was Diarmuid Nash who had the ball going to the far side of the field, and the referee Jim Hickey blows the half-time whistle here in the park at the moment. It's Scariff 2-8, it's Clooney Quin 9 points, Tommy.
Yeah, and I think full value for that for that margin of at half-time. Said, I think, look, we spoke about the potential match winners on both sides, and we mentioned Peter Duggan for Clooney and Mark Rogers for Scariff. Personally, I think, Peter Duggan hasn't done it. He hasn't stood up. I don't think he missed uncharacteristic frees. I think he's a small bit frustrated, and maybe that was part of his frustration. But at the other end, I think, Scariff have been way more economical. When Rodgers gets the ball, there's a sense of anticipation. If there's a half goal chance is on, he'll go for it. And I think those two goals are to separate the teams at half-time, and, Rodgers really showing real leadership.
Absolutely. Well, as both sides make their way off the field at the moment, and again, looking down here at the moment, Jim Hickey just coming off the field at the moment, and those young boys from both clubs coming onto the side at the moment, enjoying their moments, no doubt, in Cusack Park. It's half time here in Park Isog, the second of the Senior Hurling Championship quarter-finals. It's Scariff leading on a scoreline of 2 goals and 8 points. The Clooney Quins, 9 points. Do join us again very shortly for much more chat just after this. Now about the strike, it should be, and it is the opening score. That ball trying to get their hands on it. Let's see who's going to the first. Jimmy Corey's back there. He tries to get it, but the ball breaks out to the side of feet to Patrick Ryan, and Patrick Ryan straight over the shoulder ball, turning, twisting at the far side of the field. Looks across, gets the ball way out the field. Out it comes to Liam Crotty, the cousin, has steadying himself and sending the ball straight over the back. Gets it back to the goalkeeper, William Kavanagh, and he has time to look up. He hasn't time to look up because the ball just flipped out of his hand. Takes the shot, and the ball goes over the bar. Shane Harrison strikes the ball off the stick, but again blocked on brilliantly on the far side of the field. Coming back out to Keelan Hartigan. Back he goes to Patrick Crotty. Very tidy angle. Sends the ball in and sends it for quite a number of years. Also, a new kid on the block is Jack O'Neill. Long ball right into the zone. It goes, breaks down the side to Denon Fox. And Denon Fox steadies himself and picks
Kilnamona. So, he will be a marked man. And I think, Scariff, in fairness, Ryan and Crotty ably assisting Mark Rodgers up there.
And it's once again Mark Rodgers, as the ball will bounce into his hand. John Keneally right on his shoulder at the moment. John Keneally is trying to get in. A pressure from way out the field. It's dropping in, and it's dropping straight over the back. Right hand side. Let's stay with him as he's about to strike this one. It's high, it's dropping in. The umpire is looking at it, and the ball just going in right on top of the net that moves into the centre. Mark Rodgers coming out for this one. When he gets into his hand, again John Keneally is back there battling away. Rodgers is still going. Oh! Rodgers again, Mark. He gets it out to the far side from Unic O'Sullivan over to this side of the field. Ball still on there to be won on the far side. Trying to get that ball away from way out the field. The ball drops in, and the ball working side by Seamus McCall. Gets the ball out to the far side of the field. Mike McNamara coming onto this one. He strikes the ball very tidy angle. Dropping in. Oh, fantastic. There by Mike McNamara. Mike flips the ball around. Back out to the far side of the goal. To the middle of the field from Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee strikes from out the field, and Trevor Lee sends the ball straight.
Isn't sticking. Scariff dealing with anything that Clooney are throwing at him at the moment.
It's going to be Mark Rodgers for Scariff. About to strike this one. He strikes it high. Pops the ball in. Mark Rodgers waiting for it. Down there as well is Fergus Madden. Who's going to win this one? It's Mark Rodgers has gone through. Strikes the ball. What a superb goal! Outside the 45-metre line, as near as possible, as you could imagine. It is 50 metres out. Lands this ball in, and Derek Yo, his second from a place ball, as he stands right in front of it. John Keneally is just in front of that. 2-6 to 8. Will it stay that way? Mark Rodgers curling this one in and planting the ball straight off attack. Up it goes to Patrick Crotty, who wins the ball out there ahead of Conor Grogan. Back into the centre to Mark Rodgers. Mark Rodgers shot with the grip on the stick, sends the ball in and sends the ball straight over. But the ball still comes astray. It comes out to Trevor Lee for Clooney Quin. Getting on when he gets room to strike it. He will. Let's see what the accuracy is like. Plants the ball in and sends it over the bar. It was out just inside the semicircle, practically dead straight in front of the goal. Wiping the boss of the hurley, wiping the handle. Now about the strike, it should be of 2 goals and 8 points to Clooney Quin's 9 points. 5 points between the sides, Tommy, and of course Scariff, in fairness, full value for it.
Yeah, and again, I suppose, we spoke about, it being both sides being, fairly young and inexperienced, but I think, the occasion hasn't got the Scariff, I think. But again, I think they're taking their confidence and that momentum that they've brought forward from topping that group, into Cusack Park today, and I think that's crucial because it's one thing to qualify out of your group. Now it becomes, real championship hurling knockout. And I think, from what I've seen in the first half, Scariff showing way more urgency, way more intensity, and, looking like a team that, that really, really backs themselves. And, Clooney Quin, on the other hand, they've mixed the good with the bad. They got off to a bad start. I think Peter Duggan has missed a couple of frees. There has been a couple of, missed chances, wide balls, and slowly but surely, it just looks like that. I know that the confidence has been, drained from Clooney Quin. I think when they get him in at half time, I think, they're going to have to realise we've 30 minutes to stay in the championship. What we did in the first half isn't good enough. We're going to have to up our game.
Okay, let's talk about one or two things that we spoke about before the throw-in. We had all eyes, of course, on, and that's what we've seen throughout the year. And Mac Rogers at one end of the field, Peter Duggan at the other. There's no doubt about it. Mac Rogers so far is pints ahead, no question about that in that duel. But Peter Duggan missing the few frees, but he's such a massive player for Clooney Quin at the moment. A lot of young players around him, and I would imagine that will be their single biggest focus in the dressing room at half time to get Peter Duggan more and more into this game.
Yeah, and I think Peter Duggan is going to have to take that responsibility and show leadership. As you said, it is a young team, and we know what Peter can do. Just I think his body language doesn't suggest that he's. I'm not saying he's not fully tuned in, but he's not driving into tackles or breaking the ball. Clooney Quin need him to be on fire, winning that primary possession, taking on that Scariff defence. I think Scariff are well organised. I think, Daniel Tracy is on him, and I think he'll be quite happy just to deny him clean possession. But I think it's the way Scariff are, they're composed on the ball, they're working the ball out, and every time they look like they're in trouble, Diarmuid Nash, seems to be back on that D, and they just with the discipline, they turn over the ball and they work it back. But as you said, advantage Mark Rogers. For the first 35 minutes, he has been really superb, and he's just one of these instinct players. As you said in commentary, another player would have tapped it over the bar. He took a step or two, and all we saw was the net behind that Pat O'Donnell's side shaking, and the rain coming off it. So, showing real leadership.
Absolutely. Well, I'm enjoying I think they're under 10 players, and boys and girls down there, I think, at the moment, and in superb form. The other thing, of course, from a Clooney Quin point of view, is that we have seen all year long that John Keneally has been outstanding at centre halfback for Clooney Quin. They probably had to move him back in to keep an eye on Mac Rogers, and that has taken a real dominance out of the Clooney Quin half-back line. So again, that's going to be a big decision for them at half-time. Do they take the chance of moving John Keneally back out to his more customary centre half-back position and try and cut down the supply to Mac Rogers through that avenue?
Yeah, and I think that, I suppose when you upset the makeup of the team and that, and now look at John Keneally is really trying that, but the standard he's up against with Mark Rogers. Yeah, and again, you would wonder, Shane Mack has been one of these unsung heroes and for Clooney Quin over the past couple of years. I think, as you said, maybe put Keneally out. They may be forced into doing it because they're going to have to chase the game, and limit that supply, and maybe. In games when the ball isn't going in, Scariff have a tendency to bring Mark Rogers out, which in turn will, take him away from the square. But again, big decisions for Clooney Quin management.
As I said, we do have a man of the match, of course, in every championship game about hurling and football, and we also have a big event coming up that Tom, the senior analyst, has been on, and of course, just reminding everybody that this closing day for entry into Score will be next Wednesday, and I won't even read what he read in the next half of the message.
Yeah, well, I got that dreaded phone call from the said Mr. Gary, and I was left in no uncertain terms that we had to get representation in. He even went as far as saying that he'd put up listening to me singing in the solo singing if it meant Fecal represented. I did my business. Unfortunately, I don't think we can come up with it. He told me I could go into the quiz. I was never any good with it, but it just go on to Score and prove it. So, Joe, I failed.
Score, as we said, coming up very, very shortly. Get your club ready. And also coming up, we'll tell you about a big event coming up on this day week. We'll tell you about that later on the day, so keep an eye for that. Clooney Quin are back on the field, and those young boys and girls are also moving off the field at the moment, and much to their delight as they're absolutely marching off the field here. They are.
Great initiative by the county board, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
We had our lads, Fecal Killanena played Kilmaley at half time, and it's, I suppose, look at the stars of the future. It's a great initiative. If and when it can be done, there's lots of blitzes going around the county. Some of our lads played, that was their second time tugging out and playing today, but they loved it.
Absolutely. Again, the referee's back out and they have a different colour on. Jim went in red, he comes out in gold. Right down here in front of us, Jim Hickey, the referee down there. Mike McNamara out in the middle of the field at the moment, and again, a huge 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think still the fact that, Clooney Quin have come out very early, I think, I think the talking now has been done in the dressing room. I think it needs to be, done on the field. It looks like Peter Duggan is still on the edge of the square. So it's about getting the ball in there and getting it. Still, just before we start the second half, I'd like to mention, unfortunately, an untimely death of Ciara Lillis from Fecal. Her father was a well-known official with our club in Dublin. Ciara, gone way too soon before her time. Great supporter of Fecal, and that was emphasised during the week when we had our 200 club draw. Second name out of the hat. Unfortunately, Ciara won't be around to receive her prize, but never left Fecal, but never forgot us. So I'd like to mention Ciara and our sympathies to her mother and her two sisters. They live above in County Meath. A massive loss, as I said, gone too soon. Rest in peace, Ciara.
Okay. We're still waiting for Scariff to come back out onto the field. Clooney Quin just ready for action, just up on the far side of the field. I didn't see any changes. The 26 is still Ulrich O'Sullivan. He was on from the very start as well.
Michael McNamara is here at midfield. I think, I think they're going to get a couple of minutes still, I think, and then maybe Clooney Quin, will ring the changes. I think their junior A team won today. I think that they are into the semi-final. I think they beat Clonlara, so maybe one or two of those may be called upon, but it's do or die now still. It's knockout hurling. Scariff, leading at half time, and justifiably so. Now it's up to Clooney Quin to reduce that deficit. But Scariff are going to be well versed for what Clooney Quin throw at them.
8 to 9 points it is. The referee Jim Hickey about to commence that second half. 30 minutes away from a place in the semi-finals for either of these sides, or will it go a little further into the middle of the field? And once again, Mike McCara is there. The ball breaks out. Liam Crotty coming onto that ball, trying to win the ball in the middle of the field. Conor Downs takes control of it. Now has the ball in his hand, looking for support. Gets it back to the far side, and again out to the middle of the field, trying to race through the centre is Keelan Hartigan. Hartigan has the ball in his stick. The 20 out to the middle of the field, trying to come across, and Scariff are on the attack. They're trying to get the first break out to the middle of the field. Up they go for it. Ball coming back to the ground at the moment. Sean Keneally finds himself on the ground, still trying to control the ball. Mac Rogers is one of them. Now he has the ball in his hand, and he didn't catch the ball. He just struck the ball off his stick in a cluster of Clooney Quin players and sent the ball in out to the far side of the field and sent the ball straight over the bar. Again, Patrick Crotty racing through the centre, putting the ball on the stick, running down to the far side, taking on Conor Grogan, moves it into the centre, but once again Clooney Quin breaking the lines out to the far side of the field, setting the ball on the attack, went down to this side of the field, running onto it, back facing his own goal is Dan Tracy. Great work back there at the back by Derek Hugh for Clooney Quin. Into the centre it goes, now it comes out to the Diarmid Nash, the handball champion, back out to Peter Duggan. Peter Duggan again blocked down there to the far side of the field. It goes out. It's going to be a 65. Again out to the far side of the field, and again looking back out, is it a case of clash ball, wide ball? It looks like it is. Again down here to the far side of the field, waiting for it. Everybody.
I didn't see any hand up for a 65, but Jim Hickey isn't probably sure. But the game goes on.
Anthony Arthur, the man back there, just decided a clash ball is a wide ball out to the far side of the field. Now everybody going back. Now Jim Hickey's going back into the umpire's right hand side at the moment, just to get a bit of clarity on what happened with that particular ball.
I think John Bugler may have notified him that possibly it was a 65.
Yeah, let's see what happens. 2-9 to 9. Scariff lead here. 2 minutes gone in the second half. And again, it's going to be a
65.
65. It's
Yep.
going to be a 65 back here to our left hand side. And again, it's an opportunity right there side, an opportunity for Clooney Quin to get every single score at the moment on the board. There is 6 between them. It's going to be Derek Yode that will place the ball right on the 65-metre line. Exactly what John Bugler is standing right now, lining up to take this one. Took over the long range free taking from Peter Duggan early in the midway through that first half, and has been very, very successful so far. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half. Your commentary compliment of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors, and again this one dropping in from Derek Yo. It goes in, but it goes to the right of the goal, and it goes wide. Scariff still lead by 6 here. Almost 3 minutes gone in the second half.
Yeah, again, as you said, Sil, Clooney Quin are going to need all those scores. And, the minute he hit that, he didn't really hit it with any conviction. Scariff goes short now, work the ball through the lines.
And then Tracy with that long ball out to the far side, out to the middle of the field, looking for Liam Crotty. Ball goes back to the ground, still trying to come away with it, still trying to win that ball. It's won back there by Trevor Lee. He's trying to get away 2 points in that first half. In it goes to Jimmy Curry. Jimmy Curry racing through the centre, slips, goes to the ground. Is he being challenged? Ball still going to the ground, still trying to win that ball back there is Shane Harrison. But again, it's taken away once again by the Scariff men. Big set up down to the far side of the field, up to go for the breaking ball. Good work back there again by Patrick Ryan. Out it comes to Mark Rogers. Will he get the ball in his hand? John Keneally right in his shoulder. He goes to the ground, and it's going to be a free in once again for Scariff and for Mark Rogers. Halfway between the 20-metre line and the 45, ever so slightly to the right of the goal at the moment, and he's waiting for the towel to come in to wipe the hands, the hurley and the ball, and it's directly in our right line here at the moment, getting ready to strike this one. And again, putting the ball back on the ground, it is here. Jim Hickey dead straight in front of it at the moment. And again, his 2 umpires are down here to our right-hand side. Mark Rogers at the moment. Can he stretch the Scariff lead, which they lead by 299 points at the moment? We'll possibly tell you before the umpires. Let's see what happens from the stick of Mark Rogers. You can pencil it in straight over the bar once again from Mark Rogers. It's Scariff 2 goals and 10 points. Clooney Quin 9 points. 4 minutes gone in the second half.
Yeah, and again, I think, Clooney Quin are just been strangled in the middle field. Scariff turning over the ball, quick attack, and, Rogers winning the ball and drawing a free and tapping it over, just very simple.
Again, trying to get that ball away is Dan Tracy. He's on the ground. Can he release the ball? He does. Gets it out back into the middle of the field. Still trying to get away with it. Patrick Crotty is there, back defending, trying to come away with the ball. He's been challenged by Conor Grogan on the far side of the field. The ball goes back to the ground. It is still Scariff trying to get their hands on it. They do move the ball out across to the far side of the field. Picked up outside by Mikey Barrett, and Michael Barrett coming away with this one. Hand passing into the centre. Also coming onto that one is Scott Kearns, and the ball still rolling to the far side. Picked up by Keelan Hartigan, and Keelan Hartigan blocked down on the far side of the field. Great work from Derek Yo. Ball going off the stick of the Clooney Quin men out over the line. It's going to be a line ball on the far side of the field, and again there's going to be changes down here on the Clooney Quin side. Shane Harrison is the man that's coming off, and coming onto the side looks like Owen O'Brien.
Yeah, and again, a big strong guy. He's going to probably, going to have to go and win that puck out or be an option for them. It looks like they're pushing, is it Ulick or Sullivan up into the inside line? Yeah, number 26. And, Owen O'Brien, a big, strong physical player. Probably Clooney Quin need to know now that, they need to match that physicality. Again, Sil, looking out in front of us, I think Scariff are just strangling Clooney Quin in that middle third. Then when they look up, Mark Rogers is isolated above, and that's the danger. Scariff, working to their system.
And that's exactly what happens. Mark Rogers running onto this ball. John Keneally right in the shoulder. Great work inside there by John Keneally, and Shane McNamara as I mean, they tidies it up, but they have a bit of work to do. Derek Yo whipping the ball into this side of the field, out to Mike Mack, again releasing the ball, still trying to come away with it, still has the ball in front of him. Now he has it in his hand. Now he's going back defending. Now he's looking for help, and he gets it from his brother Shane. And Shane whipping the ball first time into the space of goal. It falls behind the Peter Duggan. Then Tracy right behind at the moment, and again Peter Duggan trying to break through. Can he get away? He's been pulled back there on the far side of the field by Conor Downs, and it's going to be a free in. It's going to be a free in for Clooney Quin just outside the 20-metre line at the moment. 6.5 minutes gone in the second half, and the referee Jim Hickey's going to have a word, it looks like, with Conor Downs possibly.
Yep.
A word with him, and it's going
another one for the team. I think
It's a yellow card.
What would Joe Brawley think of that?
Absolutely. Peter Duggan standing over this one. One for the team it is. That Peter Duggan is dead straight in front of the goal. He's just outside the 20-metre line. Surely is going to be the score of the to get these Clooney Quin men really tuned into this quarter-final clash. He pops it straight over the bar. There's 6 between them. Scariff 2-10, Clooney Quin 10 points. 7 minutes gone in this second half.
Yeah, I think that's more like it. Peter Duggan is going to have to win ball. Really take that punishment and drive at the heart of that Scariff defence. Create an overlap or get free. Scariff very confident now, working the ball out, working it through the channels.
And Michael Scanlon again making work back there outside to the far side of the field. It's going to be a line ball, just getting away with that one, no doubt about that. It's going to be a line ball right down here under us, back here to our left hand side. It's going to be Diarmuid Nash that will line up to take this one. Facing up to them, very close to it, is Scott Kearns and Ulick O'Sullivan. And again, let's just say from Diarmuid Nash's point of view, he would love to get that one back again.
I'm not sure would he still. I'm not sure is he comfortable taking it again.
Yeah, he took the line ball into about 10 yards up along the sideline, back out over the line. Now it's going to be a line ball for Clooney Quin right down here in front of us at the moment, and he's going to be Jack O'Neill. This one I would imagine will go very close to the goals inside. That's exactly what it's gone, right to the edge of the square. Up they go for it. Ball control. Can it be taken away? It can be taken away. Back out to this side of the field, coming away with that ball. Great work inside there by Scott Kearns down to this side of the field, but the ball going out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball once again for Clooney Quin just outside the 65-metre line here. There's a couple of slitters being thrown in here. Jack O'Neill will take charge of one of them. He's the man that will take the line ball, but John Bugler pointing right down here under us at the moment. And again, can he move this? There's a lot of white jerseys back around the house back there. It's Scariff, of course, in all white today, and there's a lot of them back around the 20-metre line where Jack O'Neill could possibly land this one, but he decides to go short out to the middle of the field, out to Mike McNamara. Mike gets it back over to the far side again, linking up with his brother Shane, and that's very close to the line. Again, Jack O'Neill racing into the middle of the field, challenged by Keelan Hartigan. Out it goes to Jimmy Corey. He's going to be challenged out there outside by Michael Barrett, again over the shoulder, and the referee penalising the Scariff men. It's going to be a free, dead straight in front of the goal once again. 6 between them at the moment. 2-10 to 10 Scariff lead. 9 minutes gone in the second half. And your commentary compliments of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors on the Kilrush Road here in Ennis. And don't forget, once again, Patrick Buck Menswear and their very kind sponsorship of the man of the match in all the senior hurling and senior football games in the championship this year. Fantastic prize, and no doubt for any player to win, and a super effort from Patrick Buck Menswear as well. Peter Duggan is outside the 45-metre line. He's dead straight in front of the goal, lining up to take it into the town goal. Again, about to strike this one, lifts it, lands the ball in, and lands the ball straight over the bar. Slowly but surely, there's 5 between them. Scariff 2-10, Clooney Quin 11 points. What a goal for Clooney Quin would do for this game.
Yeah, and again, with Scariff, well organised at the back, and closing down that space and making Clooney Quin fight for everything. Funneling a lot of players into the middle third and then breaking quickly.
And the ball coming out to the far side of the field. Picked up out there by Trevor Lee. He gets the ball back to Shane McNamara. Shane gets it back once again. The McNamara brothers line up on the far side of the field. Now they win the ball back, trying to get room to strike it. Shane McNamara coming over that ball. Tremendous work. Held on to that ball. Back up once again to his brother Mike. Back into the middle of the field it goes. Running on to the Seamus McCall. Trying to get control of it for Scariff. Comes out with the ball. Whips it out to Keelan Hartigan. Keelan Hartigan is on the far side of the field. Trying to get into his hand, but again the ball coming off his stick out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball. There's going to be changes on the side. Sam Scanlon is the man that's coming off, and Denan Fox is the man that's coming off the Clooney Quin side.
Yeah, and again, surprising there. I think Denan Fox had got 2 points in the first half, but I suppose they're going for broke now. Sam Scanlon, loads of pace. He's going to run at that Scariff defence, but it's getting the quality ball in there. Scariff dealing with everything that Clooney Quin are throwing at him, staying very composed and organised at the back. Clooney Quin just struggling to break the line back there.
Conor Downs with this line ball, again whipping the ball back into the centre, running onto it once again, trying to get it onto his hand, right down here in front of Patrick Ryan. He gets it in eventually. Now he's racing at the goal, being chased by Evan Maxted, moves it in, back Rogers back there at the back, just getting getting in there in time with Shane McNamara. He gets back, he wins the ball, he tries to get it out to the far side, gets it back to the goalkeeper Cathal Hannon, and Cathal Hannon with this long ball setting up a Clooney Quin attack up to the middle of the field it goes, and again trying to win that ball back, but it's Shane Kavanagh. What a year he's having in the number 7 jersey out to Keelan Hartigan. Likewise in the number 9 for Scariff. Into the middle of the field, up it goes to Patrick Ryan. He's been challenged at the back, but once again it is Clooney Quin clearing the lines. Back up to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill with the ball in his hand, now moving it back. Great work back there inside by Evan Maxted, and Maxted trying to get that ball away. Now he's in a gathering of players on the far side of the field. 12 minutes gone, second half. 2 goals and 10 points for Scariff. 11 it is for Clooney Quin, and it's Clooney Quin on the attack to the far side of the field. Sam Scanlon running onto this one, gets control of it. Now he's a bit of work to do. Can he do it? He pips a dangerous ball in a row. Peter Duggan trying to get it side. Will he get it up? He does. Now he turns back onto this side of the field. He has been pulled back, and it's going to be a free in once again. A free in once again for Clooney Quin, and Peter Duggan, the man that was, let's just say, the very minute he got the ball in his hand, he was put it mildly, Tommy, pulled and dragged all over the place. Free in it is for Clooney Quin.
Yeah, and again, look at I've spoken about. I've seen most of the Scariff games, and they do know when to give away a good free, as the man says. But I think it's going to be a booking now for Daniel Tracy, I think, is it?
Possibly now. We'll look back to the far side of the field. We do know Peter Duggan has the ball in his hand. It is Dan Tracy that gets the yellow card. Back here to our left hand side, Peter Duggan getting ready to strike this one, and again placing the ball on the ground. There's 5 between them at the moment. Scariff lead by 5. There's 13 minutes gone in the second half, and Peter Duggan neatly taps the ball straight over the bar. It's back to 4 in the park in the second of the quarter-finals. 2-10 to 12 points. Scariff lead.
Yeah, and again, I think, Clooney Quin, now we're getting a return from Peter Duggan, but it's about getting that ball up there often enough still. And, I think there may be 2 or 3 of those defenders on card, so Clooney Quin are really going to have to challenge it.
I'm going to predict 2 things that's going to happen here, Tommy. Either Peter Duggan will get a goal at one end of the field to set the game alight, or at the other end, Mark Rogers could finish it. Let's see what happens. Ball coming up, great from Shane McNamara. Also down there is Fergus Madden. John Keneally has moved out to the half-back line. Now sends it up. Trevor Lee is on the ball. He turns back out to the middle of the field, about to strike it. He does that. It's going to be a dangerous ball on the edge of the square. Peter Duggan goes up, and the ball goes up. Right to the goal, and it goes wide. Dan Tracy has been very, very busy on Peter Duggan, and so far there's 4 between them. 2-10 to 12 points. 14 minutes gone here in the second half.
I think Clooney are going to have to be a bit more patient. That Route 1 ball, as you said, Daniel Tracy is dealing with everyone. Peter Duggan is isolated, so even if he wins it, he's under pressure to play it. They need to get Sam Scanlon or someone in to support him.
And the ball coming away out to the far side of the field. Owen O'Brien was coming onto that ball. Now it comes out here to Conor Grogan. Conor Grogan has the ball. He diagonal ball right across to the centre. Again picked up inside by Sam Scanlon. Scanlon turning back out the field. He's looking for support. He gets it from Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee's trying to make room. He does that. Will he get room to strike it? Ball goes back to the ground. Comes back out the field. Now gets it across. But again, it's going to be tidied up back there to the far side. Scariff win the ball back. But now sends it back. Now it's John Keneally for Clooney Quin. He gets the ball back out to the far side of the field. Turning out to the middle of the field is Jimmy Curry. Jimmy Curry strikes from way out the field. It's high. It's dropping in, and it's dropping over the bar. Once again, 3 points between the sides here. Scariff 2-10, Clooney Quin 13 points, and there's still a full 15 minutes left in this game, plus additional time.
Yeah, slowly but surely, Clooney Quin are coming to terms in that middle third, winning the ball, and more importantly, putting it on the board.
Sean Minogue will be coming onto the Scariff side very, very shortly, so he's the man that will go into the edge of the square, and let's see what the changes will be. And if any man can catch a high ball inside there, it is going to be out to the middle of the field. It's going to be Sean Minogue. 15 is coming off the side. That's Fergus Madden. He's coming off the Scariff side. There's going to be a free. It's going to be Shane Kavanagh that's going to take it, and the rain is beginning to fall very, very heavily right down here in Parkesog at the moment, with 14 plus additional time left, as we said, in this encounter between Scariff and Clooney Quin. 2-10 to 13 points. Scariff lead by 3.
Yeah, and again, I suppose Sean Minogue now will be the target man. Mark Rogers seems to have come out the field a small bit looking for the ball.
And this is the first introduction. The ball comes back out to the far side, rolling out there. Patrick Ryan trying to get his hands on it, getting his hands on it. It's Conor Grogan gets the ball away out to this side of the field, whips it back out again. That's fantastic from Jimmy Curry. Puts the ball on the stick, gets away from it. Again, setting up the Clooney Quin attack up to this side of the field. Back there is Ulick Sullivan out to the far side of the field, but it's tidied up inside by Michael Scanlon. Scanlon gets it out. Out it goes to the World Handball Champion Diarmuid Dash. Again, coming away with it out to the middle of the field, and it's Scariff on the attack, but it comes after some part of Patrick Ryan down there, out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball once again for Clooney Quin. It's taken fast, it's out into the middle of the field. It comes out to Evan Maxted. He releases the ball up to the far side, up to Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee racing through. Keelan Hartigan on his shoulder. He still gets the ball in front of him. Again, Keelan Hartigan trying to get that ball away. It's back to Diarmuid Dash. He's been challenged by Peter Duggan. Comes across, fouled. There's going to be a free out for Scariff on their own 20-metre line, and let's see who's going to take this one. 3 between them, 13 minutes left.
Yeah, conditions really tough now still, you know. I mean, it's hard to keep your foot and you know, when you have it and didn't get the ball in your hand, but Clooney Quin, you know, have slowly, as you said, but surely have come into the game. The Scariff defence has stood strong. You know, I think they'll be looking maybe to get a point on the board just to break that Clooney Quin momentum.
Patrick Crossley coming onto this one, but the ball goes right behind. Tried to be picked up inside there by Patrick Ryan. Goes out over the line. Line ball for Scariff. Down here to our right hand side. Your commentary compliments of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors. Let's see who's going to line up to take this one. It is going to be, of course, Mark Rogers. So let's just say it's just inside. It's about 5 or 6 metres inside the 45-metre line ball here. I'm going to place it right on this spot. Rule nothing out here from Mark Rogers. There's going to be changes down here on the Clooney Quin side. We'll keep an eye on that.
Michael Curry.
Mikey Curry is getting ready to come out, but it is all eyes once again on Mark Rogers, lining up to take this one. Again, about to take it. Yes, a perfect cut going right across the goal. Again, is a captain play. No, it's not captain play. The ball going to the left of the goal as we look at it, and it's going wide. Ulick O'Sullivan is the man that's coming off the side down here, and coming onto it is going to be once again Mikey Curry. He's going into the full forward line at the moment. 18 and a half minutes on the clock. Scariff 2-10, Clooney Quin 13 points. The next score could be a defining moment in this game, but we'll wait and see what direction that comes from at the moment. Out to the far side, still trying to get it. The puck out to John Keneally, trying to come onto this one. He does, but the ball is taken out of his hand. Back there across defending as well as Conor Grogan. Grogan again, ball slipping out of the hands all over the place here at the moment, but it is John Keneally coming out with that ball. He's been fouled, lining up to take this one. Everybody moving away, and again John Keneally now moving the ball forward. Notices the referee Jim Hickey just pointing to the spot exactly where to take it from. He'll land this one in around the house, no doubt about that. Who's inside? Let's see what's happened. Right inside in the edge of this, Trevor Lee, the tall figure right inside in the edge of the square at the moment. And again, it's going to be Derek Hewitt that'll line up to take this one. The towel in the hands, moving away with it. Everybody else moving away. Conor Grogan is in there as well, but it's going to be Derek Hewitt lining up to take this. And again, takes it very, very short. Rolls the ball out to the far side of the field. Again, Derek Hewitt whipping it back up to the far side. Again, taking ball from way out the field. It's dropping right in around the house. Again, it's taking control of it inside to the far side of the field. It's controlled inside to the mid far side of the field by William Kavanagh. Gets it out to the far side. Once again, it's Pete Keelan Hartigan for Scariff. He's on the attack. 2-10 to 13 points. Scariff lead here by 3. Heading in once again to the 20th minute of this game. 10 minutes plus additional time. Jimmy Curry is on the ball again for Clooney Quin. Whips it up, trying to come off the hands of Trevor Lee. Leaves it out there to Jack O'Neill. And Jack turns, swings around, lends the ball over to the far side. Running on to this one. On the far side is Sam Scanlon. He's coming right in. Again, still holding on to the ball. Did he get the ball across the goal? Does it stay in play? Yes, it does. Incredibly stays in play. Out to Mikey Curry. He's trying to make an angle for himself. He does that. Gets it across to the far side of the field. Going to the ground. Now coming on to this one. Taking the shoulder again to the middle of the field. But it's coming away with it is Dan Tracy. Into the middle of the field. Mike McNamara. Ball is rolling out. Patrick Crotty for Scariff coming on to that one. He gets control of it. He's been challenged in the middle of the field. But he still holds on to the ball. Still coming across the field. Back out it goes to Patrick Ryan. Patrick Ryan again trying to get room to strike it. He looks up. Out on this side is Michael Barrett, but decides to go through. And again he's back down by Conor Grogan. Now it's Matt Rogers. He's in the middle of the field. He sends the ball out to Michael Barrett. He's in the corner. Will he have a pop? He's turning into the angle, trying to get inside Jimmy Corey. Tightens the grip on the stick and sends the ball over the bar. What a well-worked score that was for Scariff. Michael Barrett, the man that finished it, right, coming right in along the 13-metre line and popping the ball straight over the bar. Scariff 2-11, Clooney Quin 13 points, 9 minutes left, Tommy.
Yeah, crucial score. I think Scariff have struggled to score in the second half. I think the last time they scored was a Mark Rogers free in the 34th minute. Conditions now very poor. Again, lots of slips, lots of mistakes, but Scariff now just needed that point to settle them down. Clooney Quin still in the game. No need to panic. There's about 10 minutes left. But I think they need to get maybe a goal or get a couple of scores, get a run of scores.
Again, this ball dropping into the middle of the field. It's picked up inside, trying to come away with it out to the far side. Owen O'Brien getting his hands on it, dropping this ball in from way out the field, and it's landing straight over the bar. Once again, Clooney Quin pulling the deficit back to the 3 points. It's Scariff 2-11, Clooney Quin 14 points, 8 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, and again, won the ball, recycled, had support. And again, a great score by Owen O'Brien from the middle third when he was under real pressure.
And again, William Kavanagh with the shot puck out, getting the ball back, sending it out to the far side of the field, running onto this Trevor Lee, trying to get control of it. He does. Back to Derek Lowe. Clooney Quin at the moment trying to get control. John Keneally again getting the ball in his hand, putting it on the stick, racing up to the far side of the field. Now trying to get that ball away. It's right in front. David Nash coming onto this one. He gets control of it, out to the far side of the field. Still trying to move that ball. Again going to the ground, but again it's going to be tidied up. Great walk inside there to the far side of the field by John Cahill into the space at goal, trying to get onto it. Jack O'Neill just goes out over it, leaving it behind. No, Jack O'Neill comes back. No stakes. No Hurling pulled to the ground, and it's going to be a free. Great walk. Sam Scanlon as well was the man that won the ball, won the free at the moment. John Cahill is just a cramp right down here in front of us, and it's going to be a 20-metre free for Peter Duggan, wiping the hands. That'll give us a chance, Tommy, to just remind everybody about the opportunity next Friday evening, the RNLI lifeboats and the Sparkle Cruise, it's called, the Aran Islands, the Cliffs of Moher, all happening next Friday evening. Starting time is 4:30, finishing time is somewhere around 8 o'clock, and it takes off, I think, from Doolin on Friday evening.
Yeah, again, Joe Quealy, again, doing great work there. Joe, I was in contact with him there. Unfortunately, unable to make it. Still, you might be able to make it, but then again, you're a busy man.
Well, no, that's the intention, is to make it. The very same back the other side is Peter Duggan, slotting that one straight over the bar at the moment. And again, the size will tell us 2 goals and 11 points. That's 17 points for Scariff. Clooney Quin 15 points with 6 minutes plus additional time left. So much to play for. Peter Duggan goes out to the far side of the field. Now we're going back. Then Tracy is the ball at the moment, and again takes the shoulder from Peter Duggan out over the line. It's a line ball on the far side of the field. Will Peter Duggan stay there to take this one? Most likely he will. And again, 2 towering tackles from the man with 11 on his back on the far side, still wiping the hands, still wiping the Hurley. Your comments and compliments of our Southern and Hansbury Motors, and in the next 5 minutes we'll be heading for our man of the match once again in a senior hurling championship game. Peter Duggan, quite likely, let's just say he's 42 metres out from the corner, out to the far side of the field. There's going to be changes down below us at the moment, but we'll stay with Peter Duggan. He's right out on the far side of the field. He's striking into the town goal. Line ball, cuts this one, low ball right into the centre, trying to get control of it, out to the far side and looking for support. Now moves the ball out to the far side. Ball from way out the field. It's high, it's dropping in, and it's dropping over the bar. There's 1 point between the sides. O'Brien was the Mike Mack was the man that finished that. Mike Mack was the man that finished that. Sent the ball straight over the bar. 5 minutes plus additional time left, and let's see who's coming on to the Scariff side. One of the players coming on is Ian O'Brien. He's coming on at the moment, and the other man is Jack Ryan that's coming. Liam Crotty is one of the players coming off, and the other player going on is going to be Jack Ryan going on to the Scariff side. Not yet, but very shortly. Again, the ball is into the middle of the field, coming on to the Scott Cairns, out to the far side of the field. Now it's picked up inside there by Michael Barra. Again, doubling on it to the middle. Now it's back. Still there to to be won. Again, coming away with that ball right now. Again, there's one back there outside in the middle of the field. Mikey Curry is out there. He wins the ball. He wins the free. And it's going to be a free once again for Clooney Quin. This time it's in the middle of the field. Coming off the Scariff side is going to be Connor Downs, and going on, as I was saying earlier, is going to be number 19. That's going to be Jack Ryan. We'll stay with Peter Duggan. What a huge free this is for Peter Duggan and for Clooney Quin. John Bugler moving away. The towel again being tidied up along the hurley and the ball at the moment into the middle of the field. It's going to be Peter Duggan lining up to take this one. Dead straight in front of us here in the commentary position. He's also practically dead centre of the field at the moment. He's about 6 or 7 metres away from us here on the sideline. Let's see as he lines up to take this one into the town goal. Striking this one in. The ball is dropping right into the edge of the square. Up they go for a box again, but it's taken off the line aside by William Kavanagh. Out to the far side of the field. There is 26.5 minutes, 3.5 left, and it is Scariff leading by a single point. 2-11 to Clooney Quin, 16 points. Trying to win that ball back out to the far side. And again they win it into the middle of the field. Keelan Hartigan trying to get his hand in it, roving across the field, looking for support. Whips it across to the far side. Back it goes to the middle of the field for Michael Scanlon. Right through to the centre. Picked up by Patrick Ryan. He has won the ball. He's also won the free. And it's going to be a free in for Scariff. Dead straight in front of the goal. Outside the 45-metre line.
Yeah, and again, crucial ball coming up, to put 2 scores between it. In fairness, Ryan was up front in his own one possession, took him on. Jim Hickey indicated that there was a pull at the jersey. Crucial free now outside the 45 for Mark Rogers. Clooney Quin really coming alive still in the last 10 minutes, with those substitutions. Owen O'Brien, Michael Curry, Sam Scanlon, really, have improved matters up there. But Scariff still lead by 1, and Mark Rogers has his way. It'll be by 2.
Well, let's just say, let's not put the curse on him, but Mark Rogers is dead straight in front of the goal. He's about 47 metres out into the old scoreboard end. He lines up to take this one. Inside in the goal is Cathal Hannon. Just in front of him, right there, is going to be Shane McNamara, but it's going to be Mark Rogers, and again lining up to take it. He's taking his time. How important is this one as he strikes it from way out the field, and he lands the ball straight over the bar once again as Scariff go back into a 2-point lead. Out to the far side is Derek Yo. Derek Yo with that long ball to the far side of the field, looking and trying to find Trevor Lee. Ball moves into the centre, trying to move it away, and again the linesman would indicate on the far side of the field that's Kevin Curry, and not quite sure which way that ball is going to go.
Looks like it's a Clooney ball.
It is,
with Jack O'Neill maybe stepping up for Derek Yo.
That's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be Jack O'Neill that'll line up to take this one on the far side of the field. 28.5 minutes gone, 1.5 minutes left in this game, and again is Scariff enjoying a 2-point lead, whipping the ball into the centre, in it goes inside to Ryan. He gets the ball away, and this could be Mark Rogers racing through the centre, trying to get that ball, a shot, and again taken off, again it's taken off the pole. This side is Cathal Hannon, out to the far side of the lead, again trying to get that ball away. Shane McNamara is back there, trying to come over the great work inside by Evan Maxton. He moves the ball out to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill with a long attacking ball, trying to find Sam Scanlon. The ball gets inside. It's Dan Tracy and Peter Duggan out to the far side of the field. Peter Duggan wins the ball. It goes to the ground, and it's going to be a free in once again for Clooney Quin on the far side of the field. And Tommy, talk about a calamity. It was a line ball at the far side for Clooney Quin. They came into the centre of the field, and it looked like curtains when Mark Rogers raced through, but they went from one end of the field to the other. It's going to be a free in for Clooney Quin. 2 points.
Second yellow for Dan Tracy. I think he's gone. I think, is he? No.
Again, we'll keep an eye on the far
4.
side.
I think he's giving him a second yellow. I think. Yeah.
We'll see what's going to happen on the far side. Dan Tracy is on a yellow, and now he's on 2 yellows, and now he's off the field. Peter Duggan once again wiping the hands here. Scariff down to 14. But they'll go back and forth at the moment. Out to the far side of the field, trying to get that ball away. Right down here in front of us, there's activity on the sideline as well. But we'll stay on the field with Peter Duggan about to strike this one. And he does. And he sends the ball straight over the bar once again. There's 1 point between the sides here. Dan Tracy having picked up 2 yellow cards. He makes his way off at the moment. There's 1 between them. We're into the additional time. We didn't see
I thought when John Bugler went in, I thought he indicated 3 or 4. I won't put my life on it. The board hasn't gone up, but it's now 30 minutes.
There's 30 minutes on it. There's 1 point between the sides. Who's going going to get their hands on the ball is Patrick Crotty for Scariff. He's turning back out to this side. Again, whips a high ball, a real God-directed ball to the far side. Tommy, your man in the match, is coming up with the next break and play. Out to the far side to Keelan Hartigan. Keelan Hartigan trying to get control of it. Who's going to win this ball? Now the ball goes out to the middle of the field, trying to get that ball away. Out there, Jack Ryan, Ian O'Brien on the far side. Ball way over on the far side of the field.
I heard the minute still, but I didn't get it quite, and no board went up, so...
No board went up on the head with the headphones on. We didn't hear it, but we will stay with Derek Yo. He's on the far side of the field. We've 1 minute of additional time gone. We're not quite sure how many went up. None went up on the board. 1 point between the sides. Tommy, you're man of the match for this evening's. A game that has developed as it come along. There's one between them.
Yeah, and again, look, I think there's been great displays on both sides. Great heart and determination. John Cahill, Evan Maxted. That wireless wire Shane McNamara. On the other hand, I thought Scariff have really taken the game, but there's one man that stood head and shoulders over it this evening. I got criticism the last day still for not giving him the man of the match. I won't make the same mistake today. Mark Rogers is your man of the match.
Absolutely. And Mark Rogers, without a doubt, the man of the match here. Again, the ball is there. Again, Clooney Quin just needing that ball up at the other end of the field. 2 minutes almost gone of additional time. Scariff 2-12. Clooney Quin 17 points. There's 1 point between the sides. Will Clooney Quin get an opportunity to get the ball up to the field on the far side? Let's see what's going to happen on the far side of the field. Trying to get that ball away. It is a line ball. Mark Rogers has gone out to take it on the far side of the field. He's coming up to take this one. It's a low ball. Again coming out. Shane McNamara coming on to trying to get that ball away. He does. Again, Will Clooney Quin gets the opportunity. It comes out to this side. Evan Maxted racing up to the middle of the field. Again, losing the ball. Still trying to get their hands on it. Moving the ball up to the far side. John Keneally has gone in there. Now it's taken up by Derek Yo. Can they get their hands on it? Trying to get it as Trevor Lee. Test the ball out to the far side. Again coming away with it, trying to hold on to the ball. Now they get a chance. Now gets it out to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill again surely will check on the defence. Standing up, still holding on to it. Again a ball going right in. Again up to Michael Scanlon goes up and comes up with the ball to Scariff. Sends the ball down the field, and that could have been the opportunity for Clooney Quin. Now it's going to be a free for Scariff on their own 20-metre line.
Yeah, and again, look at we're waiting anxiously to know what's left, and as you said, 3 minutes now. I thought I saw 4 fingers still. Maybe there's still time for Scariff. Scariff in no hurry now. Clooney Quin need to get the ball into their attack quickly off this play if they win it. Otherwise, it looks like Scariff could see it out.
It is going to be, once again, William Kavanagh with this long ball. The ball going down to this side of the field, popping out of the hands down there of Patrick Ryan. It goes out over the line. Once again, the ball going back. 33.5 minutes on the clock. As we said, looking down here, Jim Hickey is right down there in the middle of the field. The players are going through him, and the last thing they need to do right now is to panic. John Cahill comes away with this ball. Again, wins the free back in his own half of the field. It's going to be a free for Clooney Quin, again rushing it right down.
Scariff, everyone retreating, Mark Rogers included.
Again, Jack O'Neill, he's the man that gets the ball. Can he deliver it fast? He does deliver it fast. Again, let's see who's under this one. Up they go for it. Ball went to the far side. Brilliant from Michael Scanlon. Gets the ball to safety. Out to the far side of the field.
65 still.
Again, 65 it is here at the moment.
Oh.
It's going to be, and it's halfway between the corner flag and the goal post. It is a 65 for Clooney Quin. They need to score it.
Peter Duggan looks like
well, Peter Duggan is coming out. Derek Yo is coming across. We've 34.5 minutes on the clock here, and it's going to be a 65.
Yeah, I think Tommy Corbett is saying to him, what do you think yourself? I think Peter is saying, leaving it to Dara, I think.
It's going to be Derek Yo that'll stand over this 65. Peter Duggan moving back in, and everybody knows that most likely this is it. If the ball lands short and the ball comes out, I would imagine the referee will blow the final whistle.
Will we have extra time still?
We will, yeah. We will have extra time. Will we have to score it first? Derek Yo has to score it first. Now he's standing over this one. He's been superb on the long range frees all afternoon. 35 minutes exactly on the clock. The 5 minutes of additional time have elapsed, or the 3 or the 4, whatever it is. But we're coming up to this one. Again, the ball is landing in. From Derek.
Yeah, that's it. I think they were told he had to score direct.
Absolutely superb from Derek.
Brilliant for a young man like that to step up. I won't say, he took on the responsibility still, but really, really super score. The minute he struck his hurley, Scariff will be disappointed. I think still, they thought they'd have won they'd have been able to hold out, but we spoke at half-time still about the lack of intensity, the lack of work rate by Clooney Quin. I think the introduction of a couple of the subs, Michael Curry, Owen O'Brien. I thought he was going to be a crucial player. Sam Scanlon really added some ball winning ability in there. Now it's all to play for. It's into two times of 10 minutes.
Yeah, two tens here, and then it'll be penalties if it goes to that. It will be penalties. It's now, as I said, it's now almost 6:30. I'm just looking out at the light on the.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say we'll keep an eye on it, but it's going to be 7 o'clock before this game ends. So let's see what's going to happen here. At least it will. Let's see what happens on the far side of the field, and. Out to the middle of the field, I have a big surprise for you when you come back. So what we'll do is, if you can get us a break back at base, we'll just see what happens.
Breaking news, is it? Breaking news.
Both sides are out on the far side of the field. I've gone into the dressing room at the moment. Everybody coming across right now. So we'll just take a quick break here, if possible, back at base. And we'll be back for 2 periods of extra time here in the second of the County Hurling quarterfinals. At the moment, full time in the second of the quarterfinals. Scariff 2 goals and 12 points. Clooney Quin 18 points. Deadlocked, of course, it is. And now both sides and officials have completed the single player on the field at the moment. They've gone back into the dressing rooms, Tommy. They will probably reassessing exactly where they are. Who would you imagine right now will have the different mentality inside in the dressing room? Clooney Quin, a powerful second half performance. Really had a lot to do. They were down 5 points at half time. And as I said, they had to get a Derek Hugh 65 to level matters, and he landed the ball straight over the bar. So it'll be very interesting to see how the two sides will approach the extra time. And of course, the one thing we've learned from extra time is it absolutely flies.
Yeah, and again, look at it, the scoreline 2-8 to 9 points. I suppose, Clooney Quin win the second half, 9 points to 4. And I think, we spoke about it at halftime. It took him a while to get going. But I think, as I said, the introduction of, the strength of Owen O'Brien, I think, Michael Curry came in and to me, Sam Scanlon, really held onto that ball in the inside line. And then Peter Duggan, took it on. But, as you said, Sil, what temperament, I could call it something else from Derek Hugh. But, the minute he left his hurley, that's the sign of a great. And let's look at it. I think, he won a Harty Cup medal with Tulla, I think nearly 2 years ago. He's young, he's inexperienced, but fair play to him. Derek, you take a bow.
Absolutely. Well, I told you a few minutes ago about the big occasion that's happening on next Friday evening. As you said, the RNLI Lifeboats cruise with Joe and all the gang back there. But there's another big occasion at the other end of the county happening on Thursday evening. Tommy, I leave it to you to tell the county what it is. It's an open invitation to
Joe Gary's 60th birthday, we're reliably informed. Now, I'm after picking myself up of anyone that knows the gantry up here on top. It was a good job I didn't fall out the window, but I actually fell backwards. So I will now relinquish my title and say that Joe is the senior analyst, both in experience, knowledge, now by age. 60 Joe, 5 years away from the bus pass.
The only problem that I have with Joe being 60 next Thursday is that I remember 3 years ago he was also 60.
Oh.
No.
Would there be a bit of
addition?
A grey area there? Now look at he may be 60, but he's young at heart.
He is absolutely. So happy birthday to Joe. That's coming up next Thursday. Open invitation to everybody.
Any venue?
Oh yeah, the Chapel Gates in Clare.
All right.
Absolutely, yeah, Chapel Gates in Clare.
No doubt we'll get a local renditioning of it.
No question about it.
Still, me and you now talking about this, we are going to pay heavily some stage. It may not be in the immediate, but it will be sometime. He will get his. So I'm going to now zip it.
The price couldn't be much heavier than the one we paid so far over the years, let me tell you. The umpires are back out to our left-hand side, Anthony Arthur and Jack Chaplin, and again down here to our right-hand side as well. We're still waiting for Jim Hickey. John Bugler's down here.
This is understandable still, but the light is failing, and it's while it's only, what time is it?
Again, it's 6:30.
6:30, yeah. But it is a dull, dreary evening. We're looking over there at the scoreboard, and the lights are on there. I think, is that the Garda station over there to our left?
That's where you leaned up and talking about Joe Gary.
But look at anything can happen now in extra time. I think there's Clooney Quin have really worked hard to get back into it. Scariff will be probably disappointed to let the game slip. But I think, in fairness, let's give credit to Clooney Quin. Scariff now have to come out. They introduced 4 or 5 young lads there, fresh legs. It'll be interesting to see who they'll go with again. Clooney Quin have the momentum. Now, can they carry it now into the next 10 minutes? I don't expect it now to be a big scoring extra time. This might come down to, I think, the football last week, between Erog and Doraberfel was a 2 points to 1. Fatigue will sit in, mistakes will be made, and maybe who gets that 2-3, or maybe who gets that goal, to put a bit of daylight and force the other team to come out and chase the game. It's all to play for. But look at semi-final spot is on the line. I think both teams now will die with their boots on.
Scariff will be disappointed with 4 points in the second half. And in that same period of time in the first half, we were talking about Clooney Quin. There was possibly a bit more in them, but they had 9 points in the board in that first half. So, as I said to you, it's an opportunity. And I see Jim Hickey is down below us at the moment, just waiting for both sides to come onto the field.
In his third jersey, we started with red, then we went to gold. Now we're going to green. So, yeah, it was that sort of an evening. It's a wet, drizzly, wet evening. But Jim now, I suppose, looks like he's gone into the dressing room there. No, he's back out again.
He's back out again, yeah. Just waiting for both sides to come onto the field at the moment. That's exactly what's happening. And again, the referee is down there. He's just waiting for it. Now he's indicating just a few instructions. There'll be 2 periods of extra time. Let's see what happens at the end of that. If that's still level, we'll have penalties here in Cusick Park. But that's a long way away. Let's see what happens. And again, right now, there's a list of players that you'll have to look after as well here in this second half. So again, all the paperwork nearly complete right down here in front of us.
Yeah, again, the breeze. Yeah, would the breeze has the breeze dropped by the flag on the scoreboard?
The breeze is completely gone here now in the fading light. We can see the lights right around the town here at the moment. No lights in the park. We won't be needed. Let's say, but we're still. It's amazing to think that not a single player or official is out in the middle of the field at the moment, except the 4 umpires.
Yeah, and again, look, I think both teams will probably want to get in. As you said, the reorganisation sometimes can be manic and panic in the dressing room there. The referee is on to you to come back out again. I think Scariff with Mark McKenna and Donald Maloney will be trying to settle him down reassure them that this game isn't gone. Maybe they may be thinking that way, but to come out and go at it again, as I said, I think the momentum maybe with Clooney, and I think, they would have come within a whisker of exiting the championship. How they will react to that. And again, I think their backs, in fairness, have been heroic in the second half. We spoke about Shane and Michael McNamara, and I was really, really impressed with John Cahill. Now, Keneally came into the game. Rodgers came out the field. Keneally followed him, but I think Keneally got on a good lot of ball there. And again, we spoke about matches coming and going or changing. Clooney Quin had a line ball over on the shed side. We expected it to go to the square. It came across the field. Scariff intercepted. Mark Rodgers, the man you'd want on the ball, took off. Maybe he could have tapped it over. Went in for the killer instinct, but I'm not sure was it a block or a hook. But turned over, and suddenly then Clooney sensed and they grabbed it.
Absolutely. Scariff are back out onto the field at the moment. We're just looking. We saw a number of substitutes coming on here in this first half. So outside was Sean Collins, as I commend, is coming onto the side. I don't think he came on. Also on the field earlier, of course, was
Still a question
Sean Minogue. Yeah.
A question for you. Can they go back up to 15 again?
Yeah,
with Dan Tracy?
Yeah, with not Dan Tracy.
Not Dan Tracy.
Yeah,
okay, so they can go back up to 15, but not Dan Tracy.
Again, looking out to the middle of the field, coming back out. Once again, William Kavanagh with the wondering to know what end of the field he's going to go to at the moment. So onto the Scariff side, it looks like possibly that coming onto the field, as we said, was Sean Collins also coming on, dancing on there, in fairness to Patrick Ryan. Had a blistering opening period to this game. All back onto the middle of the field at the moment. And again, still waiting for Clooney Quin right down here to our left hand side. Now they're back out, led out by Peter Duggan, and Peter running onto the middle of the field. Again, waiting for 2 periods of 10 minutes each year in extra time to decide possibly a place in the semi-final.
Yeah, it looks like still no change, I think, from the finishing 15 for Clooney Quin. I think Mike Curry starts again, Owen O'Brien, Sam Scanlon. So I think as we finished, I think from the Clooney Quin side, again, the breeze is gone, so the toss won't be as crucial as it may have been if there was a breeze. But it's done. Scariff go to the town end. I think, they're playing to the town end. Keneally following back Mark Rodgers in again. And at the other end, it looks like, Peter Duggan is going to the square at the other end to be picked up now by, it looks like Michael Scanlon, is it?
Let's see what happens. Right, stay in the middle of the field. You can stay in the full back line. It's going to be Jim Hickey that's going to throw in 2 periods of extra time here. 10 minutes aside, and the referee, Jim Hickey, is about to get this play underway very, very shortly. Just waiting for everybody. And in fairness, down here, just waiting for William Kavanagh, who was in the middle of the field. Now he's just decided he's going to go to the right-hand side. Referee gets the play in, and Keelan Hartigan is the first man to get away with the ball. And the second man was, as he leaves it behind, is Patrick Crotty. And Crotty from way out the field. That's a statement if ever there was one from Patrick Crotty running onto a ball. Keelan Hartigan just fell out of his hand. Patrick Crotty comes along inside the 65-metre line, and he sends the ball straight over the bar. Back out to John Keneally at the moment, trying to get away out to the far side, into the middle of the field, still trying to win that ball. Again, it's one back on the far side of the field, trying to get it away. Ian O'Brien on it for Scariff from way out the field. It's high and it's dropping in once again. Scariff 2 points in the opening 40 seconds here, and again they go into a 2-point lead. Out to the middle of the field. Wait a minute, it comes out to the side to Michael Barrett. Michael in once again, and the ball, the 3rd point in a row for Scariff inside 50 seconds here. That's how you start 2 periods of 10 minutes of extra time.
Patrick Crotty got the first 2, and then Scariff turned over the Clooney Quin puck out, and who else but Mark Rodgers. 3 points, 2 minutes. Advantage Scariff.
And Peter Duggan is on the ball at the moment, trying to get away. There's 2 and 3 players around him, half blocked down. Ball going to the far side of the field, and again facing his own goal is Shane Kavanagh. He goes back, takes control of it, back to his goalkeeper, goes to William Kavanagh coming onto this one, about to be challenged, releases the ball into the wide open space. Patrick Crotty is out there outside with Conor Grogan. Crotty getting onto this one, getting control of it, again dodging from one left to right. Again a long dangerous ball dropping on the edge of the square. Once again up they go for the ball goes outside. A shot! Rodgers once again has put the ball into the back of the Clooney Quin net. A ball from Patrick Crotty hanging in the air and came right across to the far side. Good work in there aside by Sean Minogue as well. But Scariff have absolutely out of the blocks. 2 minutes on the clock and they've a goal and 3 points on the board. They lead 3-15 to Clooney Quin's 18 points.
Yeah, and again, who bettered the ball to fall to? Rogers again took it on. Could have tapped it over, but went for the killer instinct, and that's the difference between a good forward, Sid, and a great forward.
Absolutely. It was out to the far side. John Cahill with the ball, a long range free from way out the field, sending that one in and sending the ball over the bar. At the moment, it is 5 between them at the moment. We've said that many times throughout the afternoon, but it goes to the far side of the field. Once again, it's whipped up. Now it's back into the hands out there to the middle of the field, picked up by Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan sending it up to Mark Rogers. Mark Rogers, John Keneally on his shoulder, but again, shortens the grip and the stick, lands the ball in and lands the ball straight over the bar. Once again, Mark Rogers racing to the far side of the field and sending it over the bar. Puck out is fast. It's out to Shane McNamara. Shane McNamara whipping it out to the middle of the field. Again, trying to get that ball away. Mike comes onto this at the moment. Running onto it again, dodging the way across the field. Once again, trying to get that ball away is John Cahill, having a fantastic game in the number 2 jersey. Trevor Lee trying to get a striking distance. He does that. Can he release the ball? He does. And he sends the ball straight over the bar. Two Scariff players clashing down there, both on the ground at the moment. And again, 5 points between the sides here at the moment, with 3 minutes gone of the first period of additional time.
Yeah, what a whirlwind start. We spoke about who would have the momentum. I think, Clooney Quin were still in the dressing room when Scariff opened like wildfire. Crotty 2 points, Rogers, and then that killer goal. Now Clooney have to come out and chase the game. It's a 5-point game, and that's a big lead. As we said, 10 minutes a half.
There's 2 Scariff players at the moment just receiving treatment, and thankfully one of them will be back on the feet. Looks like probably Scott Kearns. There's going to be a substitution coming on to say it's Owen Keenan coming on to the Scariff side here at the moment, and again back here to our side. The man that's coming off, as I said, Scott Kearns is the man that's coming off. It was like a clash between 2 players. Everybody back on their feet once again. It's going to be the puck out once again out to the far side of the field from William Kavanagh. It's a high ball up to go for it. Ball batted in, tried to control it and doing well to control it is Trevor Lee across to the far side of the field, picked up inside there by Jimmy Curry. Jimmy Curry whips the ball into the centre, but the ball going astray. Shane Kavanagh trying to control it. He does, gets it into the middle of the field, out to Keelan Hartigan. Keelan Hartigan shortens the grip and the stick, out to the far side of the field. Mark Rogers running onto this one. John Keneally on his shoulder. Mark Rogers gets the ball back over to the far side, trying to get it, now striking the ball from way out the field. That's a superb score. Ian O'Brien was the man that finished it, linked up outside in the middle of the field with Mark Rogers, sends the ball over the bar. 3:17 for Scariff. It's 20 points for Clooney Quin. The light is fading fast to the middle of the field. Now it's one back, and again it's Mikey Curry going through the centre. He takes the shoulder, moves the ball across to the far side of the field. Clooney Quin have the opportunity once again from way out the field. Owen O'Brien sending this one in, but the ball goes to the left of the goal, and it goes wide. 3 goals and 17 points for Scariff. That's 26 points. Clooney Quin 20 points. 5 minutes gone in the first period of additional time, which is 10 minutes long.
Yeah, I think Clooney Quin struggling to get the ball to Peter Duggan. Maybe they may be forced into bringing him out to get him on the ball.
Again, ball breaking once again into the middle of the field. It's one back there by Jack Ryan. He's coming across from way out. He's going to drop it in, and again Cahill Hannon is the man that's going to watch it escorted out over the line, and it's a wide ball. The puck out is fast. It's out to Jack O'Neill for Clooney Quin. He decides to go long, go fast. Down it goes to this side of the field, trying to get onto it, and getting onto it is Sam Scanlon. Sam Scanlon trying to get inside, being challenged, turns around here, delivers a ball into the far side of the field, facing his own goal is Michael Scanlon. He's trying to tidy up the house, gets it out to Shane Kavanagh. Shane Kavanagh tackled by Peter Duggan. Ball goes to the ground, trying to challenge him, still there on the ground. 3 outs is the referee for a foul, and Shane Kavanagh, everybody moving away to the far side of the field.
Yeah, and again I think Sean Minogue looked like he's in trouble here. The helmet is off. I think he may have a facial injury.
Let's see what happens down here tomorrow. Right, the ball is on the 13-metre line. The referee is down there. He's having a word with his linesman at the moment, and that's Kevin Curry. So let's see what's going to happen. We can see a jersey being torn down here on the front.
I think there'll be a yellow card for both players. Yep.
It is a yellow card for both players, so for Shane McNamara, of course, and for Sean Minogue. So once again, it's going to be a free out for Scariff back in their own 13-metre line. line. Shane McNamara, and it's going to be Sean Malone both picking up a yellow card there in just a moment ago.
I think it may be a helmet change, or else it's a blood maybe on it's a helmet change.
Let's see what happens. But again, Sean Malone is going to hold up. It's still going to be a free on the 13-metre line. Scariff 3:17. It's Clooney Quin 20 points. 6 between them. 7 minutes gone in the first period. But you can add on another at least 2 onto that. Everybody away down here on the sideline looking for a new helmet at the moment. Your commentary compliments of O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors on the Kilrush Road in Ennis.
Again, just slowing down the game. I think, Scariff, are in possession, have that lead. They just want to break that, keep that momentum going.
Ball coming up here to this side of the field. It breaks out. Trevor Lee going very up along the line here. It's gone out over the line. It's going to be a line ball right down here in front of us. Let's see what's going to happen again. It could have easily have been a free. The referee is indicating it's going to be a line ball for Jack O'Neill and for Clooney Quin. At the moment, there's 6 points between the sides. Almost 8 minutes gone in the first period of additional time. It's a short line ball, but it goes out to Shane McNamara, whipping the ball across back to John Cahill. John Cahill back out into the middle of the field. Out it goes to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill from way out the field, trying to get the ball across to the far side of the field. The ball runs right in behind at the moment. It's first of it is going to be Owen Keenan out to the far side of the field. Referee has indicated a free in, and it's a free in for Clooney Quin on the far side of the field, where it worked back there on the run in there by Mikey Curry.
Yeah, and again, that early ball that broke in, Curry has made a big difference since he came in. He has explosive pace, so they need to get him on the ball, maybe put the ball in front of him, because I think they're going to have to need a goal here still. They're going to have to, or else get a couple of points very quickly. Coming up now to 8.5 minutes of the first 10, there'll probably be another minute or two added on, I'd say, due to that injury.
At least 2, I would imagine. Peter Duggan is on this free. He's outside the 20-metre line. He's to the left of the goal as we look at it. By his standards, well, we'll stay with it. There's 6 between them right now, and Peter Duggan has the opportunity to land this one in, and he neatly puts the ball in and slants it over the bar. 5 between them here as we're heading up to the next 2 minutes before the half-time whistle and extra time goes. The puck out once again from William Kavanagh. It's a long ball. It's heading to the far side of the field. Up they go for Patrick Crotty is the man they aim for. Ball falling off his hand, going to the ground in the far side of the field. Still trying to move that ball into the wide open space. Owen O'Brien is inside in the tick of it. Inside side is Conor Grogan trying to move the ball forward. Waiting for the breaking ball is Patrick Ryan. He's on the far side of the field. Patrick Crotty is there as well. Jack O'Neill goes back. He gets the ball back into his hand. Back to Shane McNamara. And Shane has an opportunity to look up. Will this ball break behind? Into the centre goes Sam Scanlon, but again it's tidied up by Diarmaid Nash. Diarmaid Nash out to the middle of the field, picked up out there outside. Patrick Ryan from way out the field, a high ball in. It should be into the hands inside of Cahill Hannon, coming out with that ball. What's he foul? Looks for support, gets it out, trying to control it into the middle of the field, moving the ball across to John Keneally. John Keneally back in his own half of the field. The players, again, 1 or 2 players falling all over the place out here outside, but again, tremendous work back there. Again, winning it back is Keelan Hartigan back into the centre. Michael Barrett has a chance from way out the field. The ball goes in and it goes to the right of the goal and it goes wide. Coming off the Scariff side at the moment, is going to be, again, looking back on there is Liam Crotty, I think, that's coming back onto the field at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see. There's numbers coming off here. Coming off is going to be Michael Barrett, and again, a couple of the players coming off here and big changes. Ross Horton, well, he was a man with 23 on his back as well. The scoreboard will tell us 2 minutes of additional time here. 3:17. That's 26 points. 21 for Clooney Quin. Scariff lead by 5, Tommy.
Yeah, 2 minutes of extra time. So, it's again just we're into that there now. So Clooney Quin just need to get a score to bring him in at half time.
And a ball from way out to field. Peter Duggan goes in, tries to get the ball. It's taken off the line aside by Michael Scanlon. Comes away with it on the far side of the field. Michael Scanlon on his knees trying to get that ball.
Jim
Hickey is going to go in here and have a word with his umpires.
I think he's going to need some help in there, because in fairness there was a lot of players around. Probably, I think maybe Peter Duggan is claiming that maybe the ball may have been picked off the ground. We'll just have to wait and see. Jim will consult.
Again, just going in there to the edge of the square at the moment. Peter Duggan coming back out.
65, would you
looks
think?
like it's going to be, possibly, yeah. Derek Yo is going to be there. He's waiting for the ball on the 65-metre line. Again, the referee just indicating, and it looks like it's going to be, let's see what's going to happen down here. There's 11.5 minutes gone. There was 12 we were waiting for on the board. Going back here, Derek Derek Yo is still waiting for the ball on the 65-metre line. Everybody moving away, and the referee Jim Hickey just waving a finger. But anyway, what counts most of all is that Derek Yo is standing over the 65, eventually standing over it, eventually gets the ball back. John Bugler just right on the spot at the moment, and an opportunity to cut the deficit to 4 points. 3 goals and 17 points for Scariff, and it's Clooney Quin, 21 points. If you are joining us, we're into additional extra time here in the park. Because the game finishing level on a scoreline of Scariff 2-12, Clooney Quin 18 points. We're in extra time. We're almost at half time, and right now there's 5 between them. Well, Derek Yo, low trajectory right into the edge of the square, trying to get that ball away. Clooney Quin trying to get that ball inside. Again, going nowhere, out to the far side of the field. Who's going to clear the lines inside? Again, waiting for it. Shane Cavan is on the outskirts of that. And again, the referee blows the half-time whistle here in extra time here, out to this side, and again over to the far side. Again, he's calling out here that the players have to switch around, Tommy.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think that the light is failing, so I think he's talking to Donald Maloney to say.
He's just telling the management to switch the players around.
Let's get on.
They have 1 minute and to change it around here, and that's the maximum they'll need back up here to our left hand side. It's all to play for, but the more it goes on, Tommy, the more you're going to realise that Clooney Quin will need a green flag.
Yeah, I think again we spoke about it there. Who would have come out after into extra time, and I think Clooney Quin were still in the dressing room. I think Scariff flashed 1-3, 1-4 within 3 or 4 minutes, and I think again. I think, as you said, I think we're going to need Scariff or Clooney Quin are going to have to need a goal. The Scariff defence has held strong. I think very compact back there, very organised. I suppose they'll be looking to Peter Duggan maybe to grab one or take it on and maybe get a penalty or get a goal. But Scariff, very impressed. They've used their full bench and more. Lots of guys making their senior championship debut here today. In extra time. So. Just now, can Scariff see it out? As you said, Clooney Quin will need a quick start here.
Both sides in a huddle, right down here under us. Scariff down here to our right hand side and Clooney Quin to our left. Trevor Lee, thankfully back on his feet from a Clooney Quin point of view, with 10 on his back, moving up here to our left hand side. Tommy Corbett, the banister up here outside of Clooney Quin, just issuing the final instructions, and the top coach, Donald Maloney, is back out in the middle of the Scariff players at the moment. And again, Mark McKenna, the manager there as well. An anxious 10 minutes for both sides, but at the moment it's Scariff leading. Again, 5-point lead going into a 10-minute period, which can, as we said at the very, very start, it can absolutely fly by without even noticing. But it is so important. One of these sides will be in a county senior hurling semi-final by the time we leave Parkesog this evening, and Jim Hickey has gone to the middle of the field.
Yeah, and that's the prize, Hill. Again, now look at it, it's all hands on deck. Clooney Quin, as you said, chasing the game. Scariff now to see how to see this out. They would have said, coming up to the end of normal time, they allowed Clooney Quin to get the momentum. I think Scariff now are going to come out, keep it very tight, flood the midfield, and then maybe attack on the break, maybe up there to Rogers or whoever. But big 10 minutes coming up for both clubs, Phil.
Victory for Ballyea in the minor B final this afternoon on a scoreline of Ballyea 21 points. The Bills by Dyke 2 goals and 4. So victory going for Ballyea in that minor B final this afternoon. 10 minutes left here in the park. Again, 5 points between the sides. Scariff 3-17. That's 26 points. Clooney Quin 21 points. Let's see what happens. We'll know an awful lot in the next couple of minutes as the ball is into the middle of the field. Once again waiting for it. Mike McNamara is in there in the thick of it, trying to get that ball away, but once again it's Patrick Crotty. He had a blistering start to that first period of extra time. He's still holding on to the ball. He drills that one in. John Keneally should have control of this one, heading out to the far side of the field, trying to get out past Mark Rogers, moves the ball out to Evan Maxted, and Maxted driving up to the middle of the field, sends it out. Jack O'Neill went back there, but they won the ball back to the middle of the field. Scariff and sends the ball in, but it goes to the right of the goal and it goes wide. The puck out is everything from Cahill Hannon out to this side of the field. Jack O'Neill taking the ball in his hand, again putting it, taking on, racing up to the middle of the field and striking the ball into the edge of the square, waiting for the ball inside. A breaking ball out to the far side, picked up outside, running on to the Mikey Curry. Can he get control of it? He does get control of it. Says the ball in, but it's taken off the line by William Kavanagh. Out to the middle of the field. Out it goes to Diarmuid Nash. He takes the shoulder. Sam Scanlon is in there trying to win that ball. Ball going over on the 20-metre line. It's still stalemate inside. Jim Hickey referee going in. The referee going in here at the moment to take the throw ball right outside the 20-metre line. And Clooney Quin, there's going to be changes once again on the side. It looks like possibly Connor Downs will be coming back on to the Scariff side in just a moment. Again, one of the Scariff players on the ground at the moment suffering from cramp, Tommy.
Yeah, and again, look at who can blame him. I mean, the game has been played, it's in injury time and has been played at a, ferocious pace. And again, there was a chance there still, maybe a half chance. Mike Corrie picked it up, but in fairness, William Kavanagh stood up strong, blocked the ball and probably is it a throw-in, is it? I don't think any team had great position. Yeah, it's a throw-in.
It's going to be a throw-in. It's already taken out to the far side of the field. Peter Duggan surrounded, tries to get that ball away. Again, Shane Kavanagh is back there. Michael Scanlon is back there. They have an opportunity to clear the lines out to the far side of the field. They do that, and again it falls into the hands of Keelan Hartigan, heading to the far side of the field, chased by Trevor Lee, but Keelan Hartigan striking the ball from the stick down to the far side of the field. Derek Yo finds himself all on his own, and again sending Clooney Quin into the attack, up to the far side, waiting for it, racing through the centre as Trevor Lee leaves the ball behind him, looking more support. Now it comes back out to this side of the field, to Jimmy Corrie. He's on the ground, he has the ball, he lets the ball go. Now the ball moves into the middle of the field, picked up inside there by Liam Crotty. Crotty is driving forward for the Scariff down to this side of the field, but again Derek Yo is going to tidy up. He goes back, takes the heavy hit, ball goes back to the ground. Once again there to be won. Coming out there is Evan Maxted waiting for that breaking ball. Sam Scanlon is there as well, trying to get that ball away. We're into the second period of extra time here. Patrick Crotty coming onto this one, moves the ball out to the far side of the field, looking around here. Now comes back once again to Patrick Crotty, and from way out the field it's a high dangerous ball into the edge of the square. The ball breaking aside, first time decide by Patrick Ryan running onto this one, and again it looks like the hamstring is tightening up there right inside the edge of the square. 3 minutes gone here in the second period of extra time. It's John Conneely on the ball at the moment. It's a long dangerous ball to the edge of the square, and Peter Duggan getting his hands in it. Ball goes to the ground, brilliant back there from Michael Scanlon, and again it comes out to Diarmuid Nash. Diarmuid Nash with a long ball into the space and goal. Up they go for it, ball breaking inside. Back there is Derek Yo, and back there is Shane McNamara tidying up, trying to get out there ahead of Sean Minogue. Gets it back once again to Cathal Hannon. Long ball out to the far side of the field. Scariff 3 goals and 17 points. That's 26 points. Clooney Quin 21, and again that ball just going astray, and now they have a chance to get it back, and it's John Cahill. He's been there from the very start. Huge figure. The ball drops inside, and once again William Kavanagh is busy. The Scariff goalkeeper gets the ball out to the far side of the field, picking the ball up there is Sean Collins. He's coming back into the centre. A long ball once again from way out the field. Up they go from Sean Minogue, goes to the ground. Shane McNamara trying to get the stick in there, comes out to Keelan Hartigan. Hartigan, will he get room to strike it? He's taking the ball goes to the ground. John Cahill is back there as well. He gets the ball, he's on his knees, he tries to release the ball. He does that from way out the field. The ball dropping in, but it goes in off the stick inside of Jack Ryan, but it goes right into the hands of Cathal Hannon. Cathal Hannon getting it out to Derek Yo. Clooney Quin need a goal, and they need it fairly fast. Out it goes to Mike McNamara. This is a long ball. It's going to drop on the 20-metre line. Up goes Peter Duggan. Down comes the ball off his hand. It rolls out the field, out to Liam Crotty. Peter Duggan is still back there at the moment, trying to get that ball into his hand. Again waiting for a ball going nowhere, and again they're coming away for it out to the middle of the field. It's out to Patrick Ryan. Patrick Ryan half limping out to Mark Rogers. If Rogers can get this ball into his hand, he does. He's taking on Shane McNamara. He goes to the ground. There's going to be a free in for Scariff outside the 45-metre line. 5 minutes gone in the second period of extra time. Changes all over the place, Tommy, but the bottom line is there's still 5 between them.
Yeah, and again, the sign of a good player, I think, when the need is greatest, I think, Rogers won that ball. He called for it. He looked for it. He took on the responsibility. He knew it was important. And again, look at now. He's down with cramp, but I'm sure that he'll be in no hurry, and he'll get up to take the free.
Connor Downs coming back onto the Scariff side now at the moment, and it's been busy, let me tell you. Shane Kavanagh looks like a man that's coming off. He's leaping off the field here. He's been fantastic right throughout the year, making his way off the field here at the moment. And again, it's going to be Mark Rogers that's lining up to take this one right down here in front of us. Down to the goal, down here to our right hand side. All eyes on the clock. Just coming up to 6 minutes gone. 4 plus additional time left here in the second period of extra time. And this could be a real ticket to the semi-final here from Mac Rogers. We're watching him right here in front of us, about to strike this one. And again, it's way out the field. It's going to be tidy. We leave it to the umpires. The ball goes in and it goes over the bar. Scariff go into a 6-point lead here. 3 goals and 18 points. That's 27 points to Clooney Quin's 21. Scariff enjoying a 6-point lead. 3.5 minutes plus additional time left here. Ball into the middle of the field. Once again, trying to win that ball in the middle of the field on the far side, but it's still Scariff on the attack, going to the ground down there as well. All the time going to the ground there was Jack Ryan, a free in for Scariff.
Yeah, and again, Scariff crowding out that middle third. Clooney Quin just struggling, to win clean possession, and when they do, the work rate and the intensity of the Scariff players in that middle third, just Clooney Quin just feels strangled in there, can't get out. They look like they only have one option, and that's go to Peter Duggan. But in fairness, I think, Michael Scanlon back there has taken on the responsibility. Diarmuid Nash is nearer to the D than he is to the 45. I think now Rogers will put the game beyond Clooney, I think, with this score. 7 points up. The difference being still, Scariff have got 3 green flags. Clooney Quin have got none. And I'm struggling to see where they'll come from.
7.5 minutes will be on the clock by the time Mac Rogers will strike this one. And again, at the moment, as we speak, there is exactly 6 between them. Again, this one will put a real 7 between them, possibly, but we'll stay with Mac Rogers. He's dead straight in front of the goal. He's about 61, maybe 62 metres out. We'll leave it to him from here. We'll look inside to Cathal Hannon. He's all on his own, standing inside in the sideline. Your comments and compliments of us, Sullivan and Hansbury Motors, and from way out the field the ball goes in and the ball goes straight over the bar, and that could really be the ticket for Scariff for the county senior hurling semi-final. But never say never out here outside in the middle of the field. Referee is out there in the middle of the field again, waiting for it. Everybody moving away. Conor Downs there coming onto that ball at the moment, out to the far side of the field, and once again looking back there, Ronan O'Donnell is down there as well. Again, the referee Jim Hickey just going in just to break up the players down here to our left hand side, and he's indicated it's going to be a free in for Clooney Quin, and most likely they'll have to land this one right into the edge of the square.
Yeah, Peter Duggan is calling for it inside now, so Derek Yo is coming forward. I'm sure he's looking to the sideline. I think Tommy Corbett says, I think you're going to have to drop it in. Time is running out, 8.5 minutes. There'll probably be 1 or 2 again, but a 7-point lead. Will it be too little, too late? We'll have to just wait and see.
90 seconds plus additional time in extra time in the second period of it. Derek Yo will land this one in around the house. No, he won't. He'll land the ball in and he'll send the ball straight over the bar once again on the stick of Derek Yo. 3 goals and 19 points for Scariff, 22 points for Clooney Quin. Back here to our left hand side, it's going to be William Kavanagh getting ready for the puck out. Down here to our left, again moving back. You can see Diarmuid Nash back to the far side. It's a long ball from way out the field. It's heading for Patrick Crossley. The ball goes behind, and John Cahill once again for the umpteenth time today coming out of the defence. He's been fouled, and it's going to be a free. There's going to be 2 minutes of additional time here, so that will tell you we've exactly 2.5 minutes left here, including additional time in the second of the county senior hurling quarterfinals.
Yeah, still, I think we spoke about, and I gave the man of the match to Mark Rogers, but John Cahill has been really immense today. He's been the one player from start to finish that has really taken the game.
And the ball going right through the centre. Let's see where this one's going to go. Can they take control of it at the back? Again, waiting back there still. Again, there's a huge gathering of players on the 13-metre line. Again, coming out with the ball on the far side of the field. And Seamus McCall, he's on the ground. Again, coming away with it, winning the free, and it's going to be a free out once again for Scariff. Back on their own 13-metre line, and they'll be in absolutely no hurry whatsoever to take this one. 2 of the Scariff players getting ready to receive treatment on the far side of the field. Jim Hickey indicating to take the free, and it's going to be William Kavanagh will come out of the goal. Everybody back on their feet, and it was Seamus McCall that came out with that last ball. William Kavanagh lining up to take this one. Did I say 13-metre line? It's now the 20-metre line as he gets ready to strike this one. We're into the 2 minutes of additional time. A long ball into the wide open space at goal, facing their own goal. goal, coming onto the Sherman Oak. Will he get there ahead of Derek Hugh, diving in there, trying to win that ball away into the middle of the field once again. It's back there inside. Liam Crotty is there, but again, Jack O'Neill winning that ball and setting up a Clooney Quin attack. Right ball, lending right over to the far side of the field, trying to get that ball away into his hands out there. Again, moving it into the wide open space to go. Peter Duggan wins the ball, sends it across to John Keneally. John Keneally trying to go through, will he get home to strike it? Surely a ball out to the far side of the field, and surely will be a penalty. I would imagine it is.
Yeah, I think he'll probably consult with his umpires, but I think Jim looking for a bit of help here. Yeah, but I think it will be a penalty.
I think it will. John Keneally had taken the ball from Peter Duggan on the way into the back of the goals at the moment. 28 points, 319 for Scariff. That's 28 points, 22 points for Clooney Quin. Jim Hickey coming back out here. He's not back out. He is back out to this side. It's going to be a 20 metre, possibly a 20 metre free. Yeah. It's going to be a throw ball on the far side of the field. Again, we'll stay with that one. Again, the ball going out over the line on the far side of the field. Line ball for Clooney Quin.
Yeah, and again, look at, I suppose, Clooney Quin will feel aggrieved. I thought there was a foul there, but I suppose Scariff had lots of players back there. They scrambled it, and now everyone is back there. There's no one in this half of the pitch here. So.
And Jack O'Neill takes this one right across to Derek Hugh, trying to get that ball away. Again over to the far side again to play. But it's Scariff at the moment. They've got 7 or 8 toes in the semi-final right now. No question about that. As the additional time, 3:19 it is for Scariff. That's 28 points, 22 for Clooney Quin. And we're very, very close to the full-time whistle here. We'll stay with Jim Hickey. He's just on the edge of the semicircle at the moment, getting ready to strike this one. It's going to be, not quite sure it's going to be a free in. Peter Duggan standing over this one, so you would imagine now he's going to hit this one in and probably try and top the ball into the top of the net. Let's see what happens. You won't hitting it direct, Tommy, was not going to work here, so let's see what's going to happen with Peter Duggan at the moment. He'll probably throw it up and hit it down towards the goal. That's what I'd imagine would happen. He takes the shot, it bounces in, again taken off the line aside on the 13 metre line, coming away with it out to the far side of the field. Still trying to come away. Sam Scanlon is on the ball. Again out there to the far side. He goes to the ground. There's going to be another opportunity for Clooney Quin, but there's still 6 between them.
Yeah, and again, time running out. I think, once this ball is either dead or it's, Scariff get possession of it, I think it'll be blown. Peter Duggan now has no option but to go for it. But Scariff looking out in front of us here still. No one, I'd say, inside this half, so rear guard action here.
Down here to our right hand side, 2 umpires and a goalkeeper. On the other end of the field, would make up your mind, 29 and 2 umpires as well, and a referee. But it's going to be, once again, Peter Duggan lining up to take this one. There is 6 between them as he lines up. Surely the last piece of action is going to be referee Jim Hickey is going in here to break up the players on the 20 metre line. Peter Duggan lining up to take this one. Now he goes back out. Referee trying to break up the gathering of players all on the 20 metre line. There's 5 on the goal mouth inside. Again, down here to our left hand side, it's still going to be Peter Duggan. Now he puts the ball back into his hand. Now he's lining up to take this free, and he has to go for the goal. Will he execute this one? As he lines up to take this one, it's low, it is, and it's into the back of the net. Once again, the ball rolling into the back of the net, but the referee has blown the full-time whistle here, and Scariff have made their way into the semi-final of the Senior Hurling Championship right here. Again, the game had to go to extra time.
Yeah, and I think still, justifiably so. I suppose we spoke about it at half time, or the end of full time, who would the momentum have. But, that whirlwind second half where they reeled off, I think, was 1-4 in 3 minutes. And again, it was put the game beyond Clooney Quin. Scariff, I think, really, saw that out. I think, when they sat down at half time or between full time and extra time, they may have felt it, but they didn't feel sorry for themselves. They got up, they came back out again, and saw an out Scariff into a semi-final. Coming out of that group of death, would have been seen probably in some people's eyes as an overachievement, but very impressive, very consistent, and as I was coming up through the stand there after the Fecal Kilmaley game, someone shouted at me, a Fecal Scariff semi-final. Fecal Scariff semi-final. Now, my heart isn't what it was, but I'm not sure would I be able to, see that. But look at Scariff. I think Clooney Quin know no issues. I think they'll regret still. I think the first half, I think, where they lacked that intensity, lacked that physicality. But when you have the ace in the pack, Mark Rogers, I was trying to run through, and he got 3 goals, and I'd say he got about 10 points. I'd say 10, 11, 12 points. What a player, what a leader. He's 21, 22 years of age. But Scariff really coming of age today. I think this is immeasurable how much it'll stand to them. Seeing coming through a tight game, looking like they may have lost it, and then seeing it out over the line. So Scariff, in my view, justifiably into the semi-final.
When you look at this game, Tommy, a good 80, just look at as nearest to 90 minutes as you'll ever get in the game of hurling with the extra, and still it all came down to a 2-minute period at the beginning of extra time when I think Scariff sent over a goal and 3 points without reply. 2 minutes only gone at that particular stage. That really left a huge mark in this game.
Yeah, and again, try as Clooney Quin might, they just couldn't. And again, it looked like, they needed goals, and we said in commentary that, we found it hard to see where they were going to come from. They got the last one from Peter Duggan free, but I think, Scariff will be very happy. I think, Diarmuid Nash and Michael Scanlon, two of their most experienced players, saw it out. They introduced a lot of new players today, Scariff. Young players from last year's under-21 winning team, but they'll be very, very happy. They move on now to a semi-final in 2 weeks. So we know 2 of the last 4. Big day coming up tomorrow. So 2 teams going home at Cusack Park very happy. 2 teams finished for the year in a case of what might have been.
Absolutely. Well, as Tommy was saying, do join us again tomorrow in the Market versus Crusheen, and it is Clonlara versus Arogue. But for now, here in the second of the County Senior Hurling quarterfinals, this victory going to Scariff. A special word of thanks to O'Sullivan and Hansbury Motors on the Kilrush Road here in Ennis for their very kind sponsorship once again this afternoon. To Brian and to Dara and all back at base for keeping the show on the road, and of course to Tommy and analysis once again. Victory for Scariff here, as we said, in the second of the championship quarterfinals. Convincing in the end. It ended on a scoreline of Scariff 3 goals and 19 points. Clooney Quin 1 goal and 22, and that was after 2 periods of extra time. From everybody in Park Oak, it's bye bye for now.